From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. I just Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow! You just won $1,000.
That's amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I made the mistake of clicking on why Howie Mandel was trending all weekend.
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah, don't.
What happened?
No, don't.
No, don't do
What
that.
happened?
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I shouldn't have brought it up.
Well, now you got to tell me.
Well, I can't tell you.
Internet
No, I will not
is
tell you.
still like
No.
spotty in my house,
Is
so
it?
I'm not.
That's a
yeah.
good thing. Consider itself a good thing.
Hashtag
Yeah.
Rogers outage.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
TikTok if you need to know.
Yeah. No, he deleted it.
What happened?
Oh, did
Yeah.
he?
Yeah.
Tell me what happened, though. I need to know now.
You can't. I'm not. You can do that on your own free time. Okay.
Why'd you leave
I'll
this up?
continue to go on. I'll continue to move. I'll do the news
You
and then.
just brought it up, though.
I know, and I shouldn't have. I made a
But
mistake.
now I'm not
I take
going to
it
like
back.
be able to concentrate or listen
I
to
take
anything
it
else that you say.
back. I take it back. Okay.
What is it? Howie Mandel?
Yeah. Just don't even worry about it.
Howie
Yes, don't.
Mandel.
Okay.
What is it? TikTok?
Yeah. Just don't even.
TikTok.
Yeah. Just
Now I
don't.
got to read the story. Hold
no.
on.
Well, don't read it out loud. Just read it in your own head. Okay. And I can move on.
Traumatized.
Yeah. Okay. Don't. I'm telling you. Don't read it out
Is
loud.
he okay? I just need to know that he's
fine.
okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
No, he's fine. He always does these videos with other things.
Posting a TikTok video showing.
Don't say it.
What is that?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
That's
now I got to
when-
Google this. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah.
Just don't say it.
Yeah.
though.
Wait, hold on,
Just
hold on.
Google it.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
It's not that bad. Just
Hold
Google
on.
it. Yeah. 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 Just Google it. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah. Just Google it.
Oh, don't Google it. Don't Google it. No.
Yeah.
Hold on. Why is he
I don't
TikToking
know.
about this?
He TikToked a picture of it.
He did?
Yes.
Why?
It was like
It's
a,
not
this,
really
it's,
his friend or anything.
No, he just
found
made a
photo.
joke. He found a photo and was like, my friend bent over and this happened, and had a picture of it on TikTok. And people were like, yes.
You're not allowed to post that on
Yes.
TikTok?
And people were like, Howie, what in the hell are you doing, man? Ruining everybody's weekend. Yeah, anyway, I'm sorry I brought it up. Yeah, but look for the TikTok now. Look for the, it's not that bad.
No.
Yeah, seriously, just look for the TikTok. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Yeah. Just look for the post. It's it's not bad.
Oh, look at that. Rogers outage. Hashtag Rogers outage.
No.
I'm not clicking enter.
No.
I'm good. I'm good. Okay.
I know you should though. Now that we're here, you might as well. Right? Now that we're here, you might as well. Okay? Now that we're here. Maury,
But
send
if
it to him. What
if
are you
it's
doing?
deleted, is it deleted?
Yeah, but you can find it.
This is funny.
You can find it. You can find it. You'll find it. All right? Just send it to him. For God's sake.
Oh, this one's been deleted too.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah. Just send it to him.
Okay, sending it.
Yeah.
Are you emailing it?
Yeah, I'm going to email it to you.
Yeah. Okay. He's emailing it to you. Yeah. That's the safest way to do it.
I think so, right?
Yeah. I think it's safe. I think it's the safest way to do it.
On a work computer?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. It's not that bad. No. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Guys.
Yeah. Honestly, it's not that bad. Okay. It's
There's
not
worse
that.
out there.
This is why Howie Mandel, by the way, was trending all weekend, and I made. I was curious. So.
Why is there a YouTube link? I thought it was
Okay.
just.
Yeah.
Well, because it's a video.
Yeah.
Now I gotta watch a video?
No, it's like 2 seconds. It's like a TikTok.
I just sent it to you.
Yeah.
It's blurred out, Maury.
Maury, what are you doing?
I just sent it to
When
you.
I saw it wasn't.
Oh, for
Shem
God's
sent it.
sake. Okay, go to Shem's email.
I gotta wait for
Text. It's a text.
Text.
Text?
Oh, go to text.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
go to
that's
text.
gonna exist
Yeah,
in my
thank you,
text.
Shem. Thank you, Shem, for getting it right.
Oh my God, Howie!
Okay, so Mocha's reaction was everybody's reaction. Everybody was like, Howie, why would you do that? So Howie deleted it, and it had 3 million views though. So Howie traumatized 3 million people before
3 million and one?
before deleting that. So if you're wondering why Howie Mandel was trending all weekend and why people were like, oh my God, that's why Howie Mandel
guys,
was
I'll
trending all
never be
weekend.
able to unsee that now.
No, and that's why you had to see it. So it's with both of us now. I couldn't continue my life knowing that you hadn't seen that.
That's what she said.
Anyway, let's move on.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
This is for everybody who's single out there. I got to play this clip of Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart, who is also single.
Is she really?
Yeah. And talking about, what's that?
I just said,
You like Martha Stewart?
Oh, wow,
Shem?
yeah.
I'm a Martha Stewart fan.
Yeah. A lot of people are.
I like her.
This is Martha Stewart talking about the difficulty of finding a man and what some of her sort of hopes and dreams are. We'll play the clip, and then we got to come back because we want you to text us. And you can do this completely anonymously because I don't think Martha Stewart is alone in feeling this, ladies. So here we go.
I had 2 mad crushes in the last month, which is really good for me. But it turns out, one of them is married to the mother of some friends of mine, and he's so attractive. I've never been a homewrecker.
No.
Had the opportunity to be a homewrecker, and I have not taken anybody up on it. That's where I meet men. They're all married to friends of mine, or maybe they'll die. I always think, oh gosh, couldn't that person just die?
The wife.
Yeah, not painfully, just die.
And then slowly pass away.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Martha Stewart would swoop in.
Swoop in. So here's the question. And again, you can be anonymous about this, okay? You don't have to give us your name. Are you somebody that has a friend that you secretly wish would just die so you could date their person?
Who hasn't?
Yo. Shem, being the only single person on the show.
Shem, do you know anybody who you've secretly been like, God, if they just died, like not painfully or anything like that, but like, if they just died, I'd be so all over that. Like I'd be first one in.
Yeah.
Lord, first one. What?
Come on now.
Oh, right. The Lord's watching, right? Okay.
Yo, he's so uncomfortable.
You don't have to
You know the answer is yes.
It's happened.
Okay. Because I think Martha, I don't think she's isolated in feeling that way. I think there's a lot of people that are like, God, if they were to just peacefully pass away, I would be on the doorstep.
Like how long do you think Martha Stewart would wait?
Instantly. I think it would be instantaneous.
I'm so sorry for your loss. Go for dinner?
I don't think that she would even, give any sort of I think that she would make herself, available for the grieving process. But I think that she's just she's just there for the guy.
Best of what she said, she doesn't want to be a homewrecker. So I get the impression that the husband would want to be with her. She's just waiting for that moment.
Yeah.
Yes, I kind of. Oh, okay. Yes, I kind of wish this, but then they got divorced, and turns out he wasn't as great as I thought.
Oh.
That's one text that we got at 925-555.
Oh, swooped in after the divorce.
Another person just simply wrote 1,000%.
1,000%. Yeah. Yeah. And you know them too, right? And you hang out. You're all friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You already know the personality and
the
personality traits and why the two of you would get along.
Okay, we'll see you guys next weekend. And then if she went home that night and smothered herself on her own pillow by mistake, you'd be in that bed next week.
Mistake.
Right? You know you would.
I have the biggest crush on my son's best friend's dad.
Oh no.
His wife is a 10 and is the nicest woman alive, but I pray every day she loses her hair or teeth. Another person simply said, sadly, I wish I did. Another person said, OMG, yes. Yeah. Single life is tough, and most of the good ones are not single.
Yeah, because your friend has already vetted them, right? That's the upside to this, is that they're not a stranger. They're vetted already.
Someone just wrote in and said, my coworker.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's take a break and then we'll get somebody on the phone.
Oh, boy.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oh, man, the texts are flying in.
Okay, so let's play this Martha Stewart clip again. Can we do that? So
Yes.
Martha Stewart was talking about being single and how it's rough out there. And we talk to single people every single day on this show, and we know it's rough. And Martha was talking about friends of hers that she just wish would die so she could date their husbands.
I had 2 mad crushes in the last month, which is really good for me. But it turns out, one of them is married to the mother of some friends of mine, and he's so attractive. I've never been a homewrecker.
No.
Had the opportunity to be a homewrecker, and I have not taken anybody up on it. That's where I meet men. They're all married to friends of mine, or maybe they'll die. I always think, oh gosh, couldn't that person just die?
The wife.
Yeah, not painfully, just die.
Just and then slowly pass away.
Yeah.
Okay, right? Not painfully or anything. Not a homicide, nothing like that. Just peacefully. No pain, no nothing. And then you swoop in. And we know Martha's not alone.
It's 416-870-8888, by the way. This just happened to my girlfriend.
Oh.
The wife died.
Yeah.
They got together for her to find out that he is a little crazy.
Oh, no.
I wish I was someone who waited, but I don't. I'm a homewrecker for sure.
Oh, no. Oh, girl. Come on now. Come on now.
I think yes, only because I don't think she deserves him. Reads another text.
There's a lot of that.
Someone says, I've listened to my friends bitch about their husbands for years. I'll take a hard pass.
That's a good point. Because I thought that this was like a brilliant move because, like, if you're friends with them, that other, like, your friend has already vetted that guy. You know what I mean? Like, they've already made sure that he's, good with money and he's not nuts and all this stuff. Like, that's all the hard work is done.
Someone said here, do you have to be single to agree with this?
Oh, I guess no,
That's
you don't.
what I'm saying.
Right. This is the Maury. This is Maury's thing, right? So Maury, wow. So Maury, you
Also, like, what's wrong? Honestly, if you're better than the person they're with, maybe being a homewrecker will help them.
So you would, Maury, so you have somebody in mind that they're married, and if they died, you would leave your husband to go and be with, you would swoop in? Like, you would wreck your own home to go and be with somebody?
Well, when you explain it, it sounds awful.
So this happened to you?
Oh, I used to work with him.
Oh, you did? And he's married?
Yes.
Yeah. And you wish his wife was not there?
Oh, correct. She's significantly older than him, and my brother still works there, so every few weeks I check in on her if she's still alive, and she is.
Oh.
She's still
You
alive.
legit like just check in to see if she's alive?
Yeah.
What is
I
it?
just asked, how's the wife? Is she still alive?
Still alive. What is it about this guy?
Oh, his eyes are blue like the ocean.
Oh.
And he's so nice. And he's great.
Yeah.
And have you had conversations with this guy?
Oh, yeah. I worked with him for years.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, that's tough. And I guess you couldn't make a move because you're not a home wrecker, right?
No, I couldn't do that.
No,
That's why I just check in. I mean, if I ever hear that she's gone, I'll drive past work that day.
Wow.
On my way to work.
Yeah, Martha Stewart's onto something.
Thank you for your honesty.
Yeah, it's a tough world out there.
It is.
Single
It
people.
is. Yes.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So, hey, when did Big Brother start again, More?
To last Sunday.
Last Sunday.
Last night was episode 2.
So when was this clip from last night that you sent me? So this is a clip from the Big Brother house. Everybody's still sort of getting to know each other, but this happened, and then we'll come back and discuss.
So I want to go to Newark. It's not the happiest place on earth.
Where?
Newark?
New Jersey?
No, it's a place.
Country?
Yeah, I think so.
There's no country called that.
What am I thinking of then?
Oh my gosh, poor girl.
What's the happiest place on earth?
What?
Well, I believe it's the Scandinavian country, so like Norway.
There's a Newark.
Someone lied to you.
Newark. I think it is.
Denmark is Copenhagen.
Denmark.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Newark, New Jersey,
No,
happiest place on earth.
Norway.
It's beautiful.
Everyone from Newark, New Jersey is like, yeah.
I've newly found out that Newark is not a country. It's not. It's Denmark. That's the happiest country in the world.
Yeah. Okay. So she Denmark. She confused Newark with Denmark.
Newark, New Jersey.
Newark, New Jersey. Hey, Maury, where is what country is Madrid in?
Madrid?
Yes. Madrid.
Well, I immediately think Greece.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Next?
No, what's your guess?
Oh, I said Greece.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Madrid is in Spain. Budapest. Where's Budapest, Maury?
Budapest is in...
Budapest.
Budapest is in India.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
'Cause I swear I have Budapestian tea.
Okay. Yeah. Hungary is where it's from. Budapest. Warsaw. Where's Warsaw?
Russia.
Incorrect.
No,
Poland.
Poland.
Vienna.
Scotland. No.
Vienna, Scotland.
Sounds very Scottish. Very Scottish.
Vienna, Scotland. Vienna. Where's Vienna, Maury?
Vienna is in Vienna. And I have a friend that was just there. They have boats on the streets. Vienna is
in Scotland?
Are you thinking Venice?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so where's Vienna?
Vienna is in
They don't have boats on the streets in Vienna.
Vienna is in Austria.
Vienna is in Austria. Barcelona.
Spain.
Thank you. Stockholm.
Sweden.
Thank you. Belgrade.
Belgrade, Ireland.
Incorrect. Serbia.
Where's that?
Munich.
Munich, Germany.
Right.
'Cause I have a mug from there.
Milan.
Oh, Milan is in Paris.
Where's Paris?
Sorry, Milan's an idiot.
Milan's an idiot. Is that what you said?
What did you say, idiot?
Where's Prague, Maury?
Prague is in Poland.
No, Czech Republic. Copenhagen.
Oh, Germany.
Incorrect. Denmark. You were so confident in your guess there, too. That was really quite great. Helsinki.
Oh, China.
Yes. Finland, Maury. Helsinki, China?
In the south.
One more. Did I do Oslo already?
No, that's in Oslo is in Austria.
Oslo is in
Norway.
Norway. Yes,
yes.
Norway.
Okay. Yeah.
You are 100% correct on that one.
You said Finland, but I never answered.
What's that?
Did you ask me Finland and I never answered?
What do you mean? I didn't ask you Finland.
No, did you ask me Finland?
No.
Oh.
Why would I ask you Finland?
I don't know.
Helsinki.
Helsinki's in China.
No, it's in Finland.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
We got a submission from Natalie Nicholson, who listens to the Roz and Mocha Show, okay? And listens to the podcast religiously and sent in a slowed down segment.
Okay.
Where when you listen to the podcast at half speed, it sounds like we are wasted.
Yeah.
And what Natalie did was told us to listen to from episode 3 of our podcast. So we're going back to 2017 with this one, okay? And it's a conversation that we're having with a guy named Lucas on the phone.
Okay.
And the phone quality is just terrible. Okay?
Yeah.
So not only do we sound wasted talking to Lucas, but he sounds even more wasted because he can't figure out the phone talking to us, okay? Listen to this.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Are you in the bathroom?
No, I'm on the phone. I'm in my kitchen.
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm making my lunch, getting ready.
Oh, okay. Your phone's terrible, dude. What are you doing? Hey, listen, can you just chill for 1 second? You called us, right?
What's your name?
Well, hold
Nathan.
on. Why are you so terrible at using a telephone?
I got these headphones in because my phone wants it. So.
It's Nathan, right?
Lucas.
That's how bad your phone connection is. I thought your name was Nathan.
I've never heard a phone this terrible.
Sorry about that.
No, not better.
What'd you do? Put your phone in the toaster?
Yeah.
What are you making for lunch?
I made a peanut butter.
I can't understand a word he's saying.
So there you go. If you listen to our podcast at half speed, we sound wasted, especially talking to someone like Lucas here from episode 3 of the podcast.
Frustrating.
Who's got a terrible phone connection. It's like he was experiencing the Rogers outage like 5 years in advance.
Yeah, he knew.
Lucas knew.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Oh, man. Did you see what happened to poor Simone Biles? Olympian Simone Biles?
No, what happened?
So she just became like the youngest recipient of the Presidential Medal of Freedom, right?
Yeah.
And she gets onto a plane to fly back home.
Mm-hmm.
And as she's getting onto the plane, she posted about this on her Instagram stories.
Okay.
She gets on the plane with her stuff. And what she posted was, not the flight attendant trying to give me a coloring book when I board.
No.
I thought she was a child.
No.
And then she said to the flight attendant, no, I'm good. I'm 25.
Is that a great compliment?
First of all, Simone Biles, if you don't know, she's 4'8". Okay, 25 years old, 4'8".
Jeez, that's yeah.
Great Olympian.
Yes, that's little though. 4'8".
And she's
got that good skin,
yes.
right?
And she's getting on the
You
plane.
know what I mean?
And then they try to give her a coloring book.
Coloring book.
Like, come on.
Did she take the coloring book?
She said, no, I'm good. I'm 25.
Oh, man.
I don't need the coloring book. Mistaken identity, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Has that ever happened?
I'm trying to think of like what I could be mistaken for. Like I've never been in a situation like that. I shouldn't say that. I got the exact opposite when I was young.
Yeah.
Where when I was young,
because you were super tall.
I was super tall. I would just cruise in without anybody asking me for ID.
Yeah.
When I was way too young to go into places because people were like, this guy's like 6'3". You know, what 14-year-old is 6'3"?
Yeah.
Right? And so I lived a life where I was getting into places that I should not have been.
I was able to order off the kids menu for long into my teens.
Yeah, right.
My dad
I don't believe that at all.
Call Frank. He used to say, well, this is my son. He's 12.
He's 12? And how old were you?
I would have been like 15.
I don't believe that at all.
Jeez.
No way.
Yeah.
I like how Maury says well into his teens at 15. That's such a that is a guy who is worried about age since a very young age. Right?
Yeah, that's a weird flex,
yeah,
bro.
You were like I was well into my teens. How old? 15.
Have you ever any mistaken identity, Shem? I mean,
mistaken identity?
But nobody thought you were younger, older, like...
you know what? I will say this. I'm not a massive drinker, but whenever I do go to the liquor store, I used to get asked all the time because I didn't have any facial hair. I still struggle with growing facial hair.
Yeah.
But now, as I've gotten older, since the second I hit that 35 mark, man, it's all gone downhill. I should be the example of black don't crack. I am not the example of black don't crack.
You're not, though. You don't think so.
And it bothers me greatly.
It does. What do you think is aging on you?
Around my eyes.
You think so?
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting a few wrinkles. Apparently, I have a gray hair someplace.
A gray hair?
A gray hair.
Where? Like on your head?
Like on my head, yeah. And I'm trying to rock like a new hairstyle to make me look younger, but it ain't working.
It's not working.
Mohawk?
Everybody's going through changes. Shem's going with a new hairstyle. Maury's growing a beard.
And I was told with my beard I look younger.
Who told you that?
Yeah, right.
Some woman on DM was like, the beard makes you
Some woman on DM. Some woman on DM told me to invest in Bitcoin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of some woman on DM.
Yeah, you see that all the time. Make $5,000 right now. I've never trusted anyone in my entire life.
But life with a beard, though, Moore, you're good with that?
I have never received as many compliments as I am about my appearance.
Really, huh? And how does that make you feel?
Amazing. I'm going to see this through.
Yeah, you're going to keep growing it?
I'm going to see it through.
Yeah, fix it up, though.
What do you mean by that?
Fix it up. Do your beard line, not your jawline.
But I can't fix it now.
Well, you can. You just start growing. Here's the thing, okay? Because what they did is Maury went to an Italian place and they shaved his beard too high, so he looks like a boy band, right? So it's like the bottom of his beard just like hugs his jawline. So when you look at Maury's profile, you see beard, but you still see like chin, like it's weird.
Yeah, your BSB 2001.
Yeah, thank you. So Maury, here's this is where you're going to stop shaving, okay? Right now, take your tongue, jam the tongue to your top of your mouth. To the top of your mouth. Jam it, the back of your tongue to the top of your mouth. Okay? And take your finger and feel for the break where your neck meets your chin.
Yeah.
That's where you stop shaving. You went about an inch past that.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's where you stop shaving.
I mean, we're all off by
Can I read two texts
We're all off by
that we just got?
Yeah,
at
please.
925-555. Someone said I'm
Yeah.
31 and I still get ID'd for lottery tickets.
Oh, good for you. For lottery tickets?
Yeah.
Who checks ID
You
for
are
lottery
too
tickets?
young to be a millionaire, ma'am.
Someone texted about her sister saying that her first year of university, we went to Pizza Hut and they gave her a free sundae and a balloon when she walked out. The same person said, and at Saint Hubert in Montreal, they brought her food in a paper car. She was 24 years old.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Very hard things, Roz and Mocha's very hard things.
Very hard things. Ah, yes.
7 months in the making.
God, man.
We haven't been able to move on.
So this is Very Hard Things. Now, historically with Very Hard Things, we've tasked Dammit Maury and his husband, Dammit Matthew, of just figuring out, explaining very hard things. And it's always hysterical because the Damnits, as they're known, they fight and they bicker, and it's awesome. And it makes for a really, really fun part of the show, and we love it. But back in December, over the Christmas holidays, I gave the Damnits a puzzle. It's a 6-letter combination lock. It's this metal cylinder, like a tumbler, and you have to put in the correct word to unlock it. And inside is $100. And all they had to do was open it, as I will right now. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Say the letters you're using.
Q.
Oh.
Q. 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 Oh, I think I may have forgot it. Hold on here. Oh no, Q.
Yeah.
Q and Q. Yeah. So here, let me just show you I can open this real quick.
Yeah.
And there we go. It's open. As you can see, there's the $100 right
Still
there.
there, still
Okay?
wrapped in nice,
Still there.
nice ribbon.
Still there. I'm going to lock it back up again.
Yeah.
So it's that easy. Now, the clue that I gave the Damnits, and I thought this was a pretty damn good clue.
Yeah.
Okay? 6 letters. The clue was this. You can be one. You can become one. You can have one. I thought easy peasy. Right? Super.
That was back in December.
Bro, we're 7 months plus
And
now.
we're in July now. Guys.
We're in July. And they still have not figured it out. And they try frequently.
This is probably the hardest thing for them.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no. I mean, intimacy is the hardest thing for them. This is the second hardest thing.
Okay, so Dammit Maury, notorious for bringing up the lockbox with Dammit Matthew at very inappropriate times. When Matthew's taking a bubble bath, when he's cooking, when he's sitting on the toilet.
that one time.
This time, Dammit Maury in the driver's seat with Dammit Matthew in shotgun.
Maury, please drive.
Matthew, I have something in between my legs for you, but I can't give it to you because I'm driving.
Excuse me?
Look what I have between my legs.
Oh, God.
Take it.
I'm not doing that here. Honestly, I can't even believe you brought this.
Okay, one more time.
I have no more words to think about. No
How many
more
letters
words.
is it again?
Don't touch this and drive.
Well, okay, how many letters is it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, you do it while I drive.
It's probably COVID. COVID. No, that's 5.
Friends. Try friends.
I'm not doing that again.
We never did friends.
Yes, we did. A long time ago, I remember.
We did friends? Can you try mother?
Give this back to Roz or donate this to somebody.
I need the money.
I don't give what is it, $100?
Yeah, I need that because I owe you money.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh,
Annoyed? Yeah.
Annoyed. Is that 6 letters?
I'm doing famous.
You've done famous.
The U and the S went together. That could be a sign.
That you've done this
Like
before? It remembers?
I moved the U only, but an S came with it on the other side.
I'm literally telling you that you've literally done famous. Okay, can you try annoyed?
I don't know how to spell annoyed without a computer. Annoyed. It fits, but let's see. Nope. Okay, I've reached my max for the day.
Is it moist?
What?
Moist.
You can't have moist.
You can be moist, and you can become moist.
Lord.
Try moist.
Yeah, I'm not putting moist. You can't have moist.
Wasted. You can be wasted.
Why would
you
it
can
be
become
wasted?
wasted?
No.
And you could have wasted time on this. Try wasted. Oh my God, I have a good feeling my heart is pounding.
No. You can't have wasted. That's what. Like,
you could have wasted time.
Literally, what's happening right now.
Oh my God, what if it opens?
No, it's not open. This is not real. I don't believe it. I could tell with me touching it. It's not real. This is a sculpture, a one-piece item. It would have already, like, something would have happened.
Okay, can we go for ice cream?
As if you need ice cream.
Oh my God!
What the
That car ride is so stressful.
no.
Everything is so stressful in your life.
So that was Lockbox attempt number 5.
Everything is so stressful.
Is where we're at, and the clue again is you can be one, you can become one, you can have one.
Correct.
I didn't get ice
6 letters.
And you didn't even get ice cream.
No.
Oh boy.
Because according to Dan and Matthew,
As if you need ice cream.
Roz and Mocha's very, very hard things.
Hey, I listened to a podcast Shem was on yesterday.
Oh.
Listen to the whole thing. What's that podcast called?
Not With the Hype podcast.
Not With the Hype. I like those guys.
Yeah, shout out to Shaq and Patrick.
Patrick, didn't he used to work here for a little bit?
Yes. Long
Right?
ago. Yeah, he did.
I listened to the whole thing. How long was it? Like an hour?
Yeah, like about an hour.
You said you listened to the whole thing. Why are you asking him?
Well, because I don't know how long it was. I just listened to it. Like I'm not sitting there counting minutes. I just listened to the whole thing. But I learned something though.
Yeah.
Which is, are you auditioning to sing the anthems?
I wish you didn't say that.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Oh.
But yes, he is.
He is.
am.
Yes.
Yeah. So essentially, MLSE own the Raptors and the Leafs are going to be. They're looking for somebody to sing the national anthems.
Really?
So I figured I'd throw my name in the hat. So I plan on doing that later this week.
Oh, look at that. See, here's my question with this though.
Yes.
Because we get it easy up here, right? We grew up singing "Oh Canada" in school and everything else.
Totally.
"Oh Canada," very easy song to sing. Sure. You got to sing the Star Spangled Banner. Whew. That is a tough ass song to sing.
It's a beast of a song.
And you can't screw it up.
No, and
Because you'll never hear the end of it.
no, and also when you're in those arena situations,
Yes.
people like a wailer, right?
Yeah, but you can't also the thing with the national anthem, especially the Star Spangled Banner, you can't oversing it because we've seen people oversing it and not do it well.
Yeah.
right. Let free. Right? Like we've seen that happen. So you still have to sing it somewhat sort of straight, but you've got to add a little something to it. Otherwise, it fails.
Really? Huh? So what's your plan?
Well, at least for the audition, my plan is to sing it straight, but add a lot of real oomph to it, real Shem oomph. I don't want to sing it sort of straight laced. I want to really add a little chutch to it.
Really? And
That's
then
the plan.
so what's it? So you have to sing that like is it home game? Like every home game kind of thing?
It would be every home
for
game
Raptors and
Leafs.
Leafs.
Yeah, so that's 82
Are they
games.
adding to the roster? Because they already have 2 people that sing the national anthems.
Yeah,
right
I
now.
don't know.
I think
what's
they're adding to
happening
the
with
roster,
them.
right?
Yeah, I imagine they're going to add to it. I'm not sure what's happening with them, but I definitely want to try to throw my name in the hat, and so we'll see what happens.
Oh my God! Like you need another job, man.
Can fans who
vote? Yeah, who decides?
That I
fans
don't
vote?
know. I don't
It's
know.
it's somebody. It's like corporate, like high up, right?
Yeah,
like it's not like
probably.
fan driven or anything like that.
I
Like
doubt it.
It's not like Masai Ujiri. It's like like that voice.
It would be nice.
I wonder what the
him.
criteria is though, like what they're looking for.
I think just good singer.
It's
gotta be.
It's going to be a little bit more than just good singing.
It has
right?
to be more than
gotta
just
have
It has to be
look.
presentation.
Yeah, presentation. It's got to have a
Yeah.
look, right?
Yeah.
And I imagine it doesn't hurt to have, a bit of a unique look.
Because some guys have like a gimmick, right? Like remember that guy with the long hair who wore a
Oh,
tuxedo
yeah.
out in Vancouver?
Yeah.
That dude.
Yeah,
and then they fired him because he was like MAGA or something like that, right? Like wasn't that the deal? Or like he refused to get vaxxed or something like I don't know what it was, but they let him go for some weird political reason. Even though he's like you let the national anthem singer go because he's like for political reasons. The only thing he does is sing national anthems.
Yeah.
That's all he does.
One of the most political things ever.
Yeah.
In sports.
Right? So what's your do you have to are you worried with coming up with a gimmick?
No, I'm going to go in and just be myself. Listen, if I'm going to be doing this for 80-something games, I can't, I want to be consistent. So I can consistently
Yeah,
be
you can't
myself.
change. Yeah. You can't change it up all
You
the
can't. Well, also you can't go in there and do something that's like a one time only.
No.
Like you can't go in and like leave it all on the floor and be like, I'm gonna never do that again.
Yeah.
Right? Like you have to do something that you can consistently do, right?
Absolutely, a couple times a week.
Shem,
Yeah, man.
will you do your audition?
Oh no.
On the Roz and Mocha Show?
Oh no.
Yeah, sure.
If we play a song and come back, will you sing both the Canadian and
both?
Yeah, and U.S. national anthem?
Both.
I'll take my hat off for both too.
Make sure you stand if you're able.
Wait, are you gonna do it a cappella or do you want a track?
I think a track would be nice.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I think they play it
sometimes
in the arenas,
Yeah.
right? Like they
Yeah.
play the anthem, the instrumental for you as well to help get you into that that
Okay.
mode, right?
Okay. That's a lot. I wasn't even gonna ask you that, but that's fine. I'll take it.
Okay. Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Anyone want to hear about my dream last night?
Damn it, Maury.
It was super strange, and I actually
Nobody
remember.
answered, man. But you're off to the races already, so have at it.
Okay, it was I don't know where I was, but it was a strange dream in the sense that my pants kept growing upward and downward, but the belt stayed in the exact same place. So my pants kept growing, like the waistline kept going up, 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 and the bottoms kept going down, down, down. And I remember trying to pull them up so that I could continue to walk, but they kept going up, but the belt never moved.
Dreams about long pants.
And no moving belt.
Are you going to take this to your therapist?
Well, it depends on what Mocha finds
Do you talk
out.
about dreams with your therapist?
No, I'm too busy talking about you.
Oh, God, why did I ask? I even want to know.
I only have 20 minutes in
I
there.
even want to know. How much money do you think that you've spent over the years just talking about me, Maury?
Well,
With
I don't
him?
pay him.
With him. Oh, you don't?
No.
Why not? How do you not?
Taxpayers pay
Oh,
for my
they do.
therapy.
I pay for your therapy? You're going to talk about me? How's that fair? You know what? I think that you should have to disclose. Honestly, I think that you should have to disclose. Like if you're going to therapy, Maury, okay, and you're spending your time in your therapist's office only talking about me, I think that those, even while maintaining confidentiality, I think that the therapist should have to disclose that so much of what you guys talk about is me, and I should get a break on my taxes because I shouldn't have to pay for that.
But what about the whole doctor-patient confidentiality?
No, we don't
agreement?
have to say who said it. I just have to know that for 30 hours last year, somebody spent a lot of time talking about me in therapy. I shouldn't have to pay
I
for
feel
that.
I'm not the only one that talks about you in
Oh,
therapy.
shut up. I should be, realistically, if that was the case, I would be in a much lower tax bracket, to be honest with you.
Here's what I found at dreammeaning.xyz. Okay?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
The pants in your sleep represent someone who has a very open idea. You do not incline to discriminate against people, and you can do work that is not part of your job. A dream about pants also shows that you are a multi-talented person.
Stop reading, dude, honestly.
Pants also symbolize gender equality.
Nobody wants to hear about your dream.
So you had long pants, it was?
Long at the top and the bottom. His pants were swallowing him and
But the
preventing him
belt
from
never
running away,
moved.
but the belt never moved.
See, the only thing I could find close enough.
Were these Wranglers that were growing?
No, they were dressed. They were brown dress pants.
Like pleats?
Brown
dress
like,
pants. Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the because it has like a description for like if you found if you in your dream if you found a pair of pants, if you lost a pair of pants, if pants were dirty. So the closest thing I could find is elastic pants. Okay. Because you said in your dream the pants kept getting longer at the bottom, but also from the waist going up, right?
Yeah,
So elastic pants show that you are easy to adapt to a particular situation. The very tight pants also represent your desire to be a concern for many people. Conversely, dreaming of pants that are too wide indicate that you should focus on just one activity.
But now I found something about dreams about brown trousers.
Okay.
Dreams about brown trousers is sometimes a discovery of something that you have repressed or stored in the subconscious. You are taking change in your life.
Is that true?
I don't know.
Oh, Google, listen, man, you brought it up.
Yeah, we're trying to help you out, bro.
Trying to help you. You can't be dismissive.
I mean, there's always change. This dream means your vulnerability and your fear of intimacy.
Okay.
Oh.
So
I'm going to go with what Maury read, and not what
About
you
the brown
read.
trousers.
Yeah, brown pants swallowing you. Google that.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I got to play you Evan Rachel Wood singing on Fallon last night. I had no idea that Evan Rachel Wood was like in a band and an actual band. Yeah, and she's like a great singer. But she's one of these stars that can do like impersonation vocals. So if you ask her, so here's a little bit of Evan Rachel Wood talking to Fallon just about being a singer.
Do you get to sing as Madonna as well?
No, I sang, we had like a karaoke rap party and I sang Madonna and then the director goes, why didn't I make you sing in this movie?
Yeah.
Because I did. I can sing like Madonna, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I have to be able to sing like a lot of different people because I have my band, Evan and Zane, and we do so many different genres and so many different
Well, I mean, we
styles.
always have a microphone here.
Oh my God.
So the best band.
Because Evan Rachel Wood is playing Madonna in the Weird Al movie.
What? Is
right?
she really?
Yeah. Because
I
Madonna.
had no idea.
Yeah,
But apparently she's not singing in it.
No, she doesn't sing. So this is Evan Rachel Wood. So we'll play you her doing Madonna, and then we'll get to a couple other ones. So this is Evan Rachel Wood as Madonna. Not bad, right?
All right.
Not bad.
Right there,
Okay.
listen, that's it. Brilliant.
And then next she did Alanis Morissette. So again, this is all Evan Rachel Wood.
Do you do any other musical impressions?
Yeah. Oh, do you know any Alanis?
Holy.
Oh, that's better.
Right? Yeah.
Say again, Shem?
That's the best Alanis I've ever heard.
Yeah, she's great.
Hands down.
Yeah. Okay, and then she finishes with Janis Joplin, which is not easy to do, but listen to this.
Is that all you got?
Let's do Janice. Let's do Joplin.
Did you do Janis Joplin?
Yes.
Roots, you know, beat away.
How did we all
I don't
not
know.
this
I don't
before?
know. So I put in a clip of actual Janis Joplin. If you want to play it, you could hear how exact it is.
No, it's very close, man. She's so good, dude.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
So if other people knew she could
She's
sing
in a band. I guess people know. I don't know if
this
she's
way,
in a band.
how was it never like made its way onto screen? Or
I don't
anything
know.
Like that,
I don't
into another
know. I don't
movie?
know. She's just dynamite. I had no idea, but I agree with you, Shem. That's like one of the best Alanis impersonations I've ever heard.
Yeah, I got to hear the Alanis one again.
Do you do any other musical impressions?
Yeah. Oh, do you know any Alanis?
Oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Yo,
Right?
Evan Rachel
Right?
Wood.
So good, dude.
That is amazing.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Hell of a Story.
Hello, Lena. Welcome to Roz and Mocha's Hell of a Story.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Okay. So, Lena, where and when does your hell of a story take place?
So this is in June of 2007 in South Africa.
South Africa?
Yes.
Jeez, here we go.
My then boyfriend at the time had a business trip to South Africa, and we decided to turn it, into a little bit of a trip and kind of put a little safari in there in Kruger National Park. Now, 2 days before we embark on our safari, he proposes.
Oh,
congratulations!
That's amazing.
Okay, so you're now engaged in South Africa.
We're engaged. We decide we're not going to tell anybody. We're in our little love bubble, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm going to play this for everything. I'm telling everyone in South Africa because, free drinks.
Oh, yeah. Take advantage. Why not? Nobody
100%.
over there knows who you are.
Listen, everybody loves love, right?
Yeah,
Totally.
So you're in South Africa telling everybody because you get special treatment when you just got engaged in
course, why
South
not?
Africa.
Come on.
But you're not telling anybody back home. So no friends, no family know that you
Nobody.
got engaged. Okay, gotcha.
Nobody.
Okay.
Absolutely nobody.
So then what happened?
So now we go on safari. We get there, you get 2 drives a day. We go on our first drive, and I mean, you see everything. And you're like 10 feet away from we saw a lion eating a buffalo kill, leopards, cheetahs. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
The most beautiful, beautiful thing in the world. One day, or actually this day, we come across about a herd of 20 to 25 elephants.
Wow.
Which is, if you see one, they're pretty big. You see 25 in a herd, it's spectacular.
Yeah.
So our guide, you have a guide and a tracker. The guide who's driving the Jeep turns off, cuts the engine. It's quiet. We're just in awe. I'm taking pictures. I'm taking video. We're all just loving it. Now he's parked parallel to this herd of elephants. I swear, out of the blue, out of nowhere, this female elephant comes charging at us.
What?
Breaks out from the back with zero warning. Usually you get a warning from an elephant. There was nothing. So now the guide has to turn the Jeep on and get out of there like that. I'm freaking out. I drop down to the bottom of the Jeep, on the floor of the Jeep. I'm like a starfish. I'm like, oh my God, I'm finally engaged, 38 years old, Italian first generation. My whole family probably has me as an old maid. Nobody knows I finally got engaged. I'm down there thinking I'm going to die. My fiance hanging off the side of the Jeep thinking, this is the best thing ever.
Oh, no.
So your fiance's loving life right now, about to be killed by an
Loving
elephant. You're on the floor. You're on the floor thinking, my Italian parents are gonna know that I died single, an unmarried woman. Oh my God, the things you think about.
Scorned, horrible. Oh my God.
Okay.
So Lena, did the elephant end up hitting the Jeep?
Hang on. So I finally muster up enough courage. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to pop my head up thinking it's going to be way in the distance, right?
Mm-hmm.
I look up. All I see is the head of an elephant charging.
Oh, damn.
He chased us for about the length of a football field. It was a long time.
Yeah.
And he's just charging. Again, my husband having the time of his life. Oh, I'm sorry, my fiance having the time of his life. And now I'm getting angry because I'm like, so I swear to God, I held up my ring finger. I'm yelling at this elephant, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm engaged. Nobody's going to know, and you're going to die.
Oh, no.
You're trying to reason with a charging elephant?
I'm yelling at the charging elephant. Listen, I got ethnic for a second. I was like, I don't care.
I hear you.
I got to get home. I got to tell my family. So anyways, thankfully we were in an open area, and we end up at the landing strip, and there was a plane. It had landed, and we circled around, and we were at the front of the plane. The elephant was at the back, and we had to do this stare off for about 5 minutes until finally she was fine, and then off she went. And no word of a lie, my fiance looks at me and goes, "Did you get that on film?"
Oh my God.
What a jerk.
Of course.
Right? And then I knew there's the man of my dreams, right?
Oh, come on.
That's
You survived an
awesome.
elephant attack.
Thank you so much, first of all, Alina. That was a hell of a story. Glad everything worked out. So you're still married, right? Everything's good?
Still married. We got a son. We took him back because my husband is actually half South African. We took him back in 2019, just before the world shut down.
That's awesome.
Oh,
and,
wow.
and your poor husband has to tell this story his whole life without having any video documentation.
I do have a picture of the elephant behind the plane, but who cares, right?
It's not the same. It's not the same.
It's not charging at you.
No, it's not the
It's
same.
not the same.
Hey, Lena, thanks so much, love.
Thank you so much.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Dog, have you looked at the calendar?
No, why?
We're like 11 weeks away from the release of the Roz Weston memoir.
Is that what it is? 11 weeks?
Yep. A little bit broken. You could still pre-order
Jeez,
right
man.
now at rosweston.com. September 27th is the official release date.
Yeah, I just got an email. I got to go out to the warehouse in August and sign like 500 copies or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Before they package them?
Yeah, so they can before they go off too, because you can buy the autograph copy through Indigo, and I got to go and sign them all. I thought they were going to deliver them to the house.
No, it doesn't work that
right?
way.
No, I got to go to the warehouse.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh my God, I got to move 500 books of boxes in and out of the house. I was really dreading that day.
You don't got the back for that?
And then I know what's going to happen is that I was going to look at Catherine and go, babe, my hand. Like I can't help. You got to
Help me out.
this is on you. You got to move these boxes back and forth, right?
No.
This is the sign-in hand,
So
baby.
what happens?
Cramp up.
You have to go to a warehouse, and what do they do? Do they
I don't
have them all set up
Don't
for
know.
you?
I have no idea. That was the last book email that I
Did they
got.
put out a fruit platter for you?
I don't know whether I'm in an office or like I'm in like the warehouse
Do
or
they
like
decorate?
I don't know. I know nothing about it. I just got an email saying, "Hey,
Or you get like
when can you
workspace or cubicle.
Yeah, when can you go out and like maybe they just like put you at like
That's
an
what I
employee
think.
for the day.
That's what I think.
Right?
I think they set you up in an office.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah,
maybe.
I think they set you up in an office.
Yeah, and then they just keep bringing in books. Yeah, so I got to do that.
Or,
That was
or maybe they have like the stack is all there. All the
like in
boxes
one
are there.
big stack already.
Yeah.
And then do I wear gloves because you don't want to get like finger grease all over them and stuff like
No,
that? Like
that's
what's the
valuable.
protocol?
That's valuable.
Yeah, my DNA, like the grease and stuff
No,
like
you
that.
want it to like maybe smudge a little so that it looks authentic.
Oh, maybe. And then do I use a pen or do I use a Sharpie?
No,
Or,
Sharpie.
like,
They're going to have a box of Sharpies for you.
You think
there.
so?
Yeah.
Because I got
Do
to
you have a time limit? Like, is someone going to be looking at
it's
a
not a
clock?
contest. Like,
How many of his own books can he sign?
I'm not going to break a record, right? Like,
Ken,
I'm
do you
not,
think that you have to do all 500 in one day?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure. Yeah, I got to do all 500 one day.
Have you practiced? Or like, have you timed
You know
yourself?
what's really crazy is that I don't love any of the versions of my signature. So
Really?
I don't know. No, because normally I just write my first name, right? But I don't think that that's good enough for an inside of a book, like an autograph
Do you
book.
have to write like first and last and then like a little note? Like, thanks
No,
for
because
reading,
these
or-
aren't sold yet, right? So these are people who will, or they are sold, but these are people
You
who.
could do first name. I have an autographed Lena Dunham book, and all she did was an L.
Listen, maybe.
Yeah, why don't you just put RW?
Yeah, RW. Like I'm just not even not even Roz, huh? Just
Yeah.
RW.
RW.
Yeah, I haven't figured out yet what I'm going to do, but I think that it has to be consistent. I don't think I can start doing different
Well, you
autographs
have
for
to do what
different
you've
books.
already done for people on the show with an ROZ and XO.
Yeah, I know. I may do that as well. I don't know.
And remind us again, how long had the process been? Like, when did you start thinking about writing a memoir? When did you start writing it?
Late 2019 is when I got the idea to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, late 2019 is when I got the idea to do it, and then I started very early on in 2020, like actually writing and putting the book together.
Because we got a DM from Mark, who's a super fan of the Roz and Mocha Show.
Yeah.
And was listening to an old podcast episode.
Okay.
And pointed out that on May 24th, 2019,
Yeah.
during the Ask Roz and Mocha segment,
Yeah.
where people send in questions for us to answer,
Yeah.
that Dammit Maury brought up to you, Roz, whether or not you were writing a book based on your answer to this question. So let's go back to that real quick. Caitlin says this: if you had 1 extra hour of free time a day, how would you use it?
Sleep.
I would probably use it to write.
To write?
Yeah.
What do you write?
What would you write?
I write. I just do. I
God,
find
are you
it,
writing a book?
I find it relaxing to just sit and write. Or I just I find that if I have, and we've said this before, if you have time on your hands, I think that you owe it to yourself to use that time productively.
Do you remember saying
So
that?
when was that?
That was May 24th
What episode is that?
of 2019.
What episode is that?
I don't know. Do you guys know? Can you find out?
Yeah, I can find out.
Yeah, find out what episode that was. Because May 24th of 2019 was...
Because you said late 2019.
Was I writing a book? No,
You also
I
didn't
wasn't.
answer me.
I
You
wasn't
also
writing.
didn't-
I
you didn't
wasn't
answer.
writing a book in May 2019. May 2020, I was
you
very
would've
much
thought about it
I
in
was
2019.
very much writing a book.
No, but Roz said that he didn't think about the memoir until late.
I didn't have
2019.
I didn't have my first meeting about it.
Oh, so back then maybe you.
But I hadn't started writing though.
But back then, when this question came in on Ask Roz and Mocha on the podcast,
It wouldn't have been it wouldn't have been about the book. I just would have been writing nonsense at that point.
Oh.
Which is basically what the book is. So same thing.
Great.
But if it was May 2020, then for sure. Okay. For sure. Because that's when I was like, but I remember Maury asking me at one point when I was writing the book if I was writing the book, and I lied to him then.
So hold on.
What?
So I call. Do I win a prize
for what?
Calling it?
What do you mean calling it?
No, you didn't call it. You just asked the question.
You just
He
asked
didn't
the
answer.
question.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't put anything on the line. Hey, guess what I'm doing with my free time? Right? Like it wasn't, you know what I mean? Also, don't guess, okay? Like because I don't want to have to start saying yes and no to things that aren't the actual thing. You know what I mean?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
You all right?
Yeah. I'm a little distracted.
Why? What's going on over there?
Damn it, Maury. You going fishing or what?
What are you talking about, babe?
Oh my God! Look at you.
Look at your outfit today. What are you wearing, sir?
I went to a Stranger Things fan site and inadvertently bought
Not
everything.
inadvertently, you purposely bought. So you bought, Dammit Maury's wearing the Hellfire Club shirt, t-shirt that the kids wore, and then Dustin's thinking cap, trucker hat.
Right.
But I bought it like while I was watching, but it took forever to show up. But then when it showed up, I'm like, I don't want this.
But so you decided to wear both of them at the same time today?
Well, yeah, get it out of the way, take an awesome photo, and then be done with it.
Yeah, but you can.
I don't know.
So you're wearing that outfit all day now.
Yeah.
I know.
Right?
And I have to pick up groceries.
Maybe because I'm not used to seeing you in a hat. It's just, you look weird today.
So I don't watch television shows like Stranger Things like I'm watching the Home Shopping Channel. You know what I mean? Like I don't sit there, like I don't watch a show and go, man, I need that, and then just go buy things that I see on a television show.
Yeah.
Like that's a weird thing to do, man.
Well, because I'm so into the show, I'm like, oh man, I want to dress like that.
Yeah, I'm into the show too, but I don't want the clothes and
I will
stuff.
say, this is the first hat that's ever looked half decent on me.
Has Matthew seen it yet?
No.
Does he know that you purchased all that stuff?
Yeah, it showed up. I told him I told him it was free.
How much did you pay for it? How much is that Hellfire shirt?
The shirt was $20.
Yeah.
And the
That's
hat
not
was
bad.
$20.
That's not bad.
U.S. or Canadian?
U.S.
Yeah.
And then plus shipping?
Yes.
So total?
Total.
Was like $65. I told him
Which
it was like a
which you don't
promotional
have,
drop.
right?
Yeah. No, I don't.
So
I've
you're in the
never
red-
done that. I'm trying to think of
hold
right now.
on.
I'm trying to think right now.
So David Maury's in the Reds because of Stranger Things.
Yeah. Not only, I mean, he's always been because he can't actually afford his Netflix subscription. I'm trying to think of I'm trying to think of the last time I saw a show where I'm like, God, I really would like to wear that. Like something that somebody wore. And I understand a Halloween costume, right? Like when Squid Game came out, everybody was
Made
dressing
sense.
up like Squid Game for Halloween, right?
I bought that too, and it showed up after Halloween.
But nobody showed up for work in the Squid Game jumpsuit.
Totally.
Right?
Feeling like, hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah, exactly. Right? Like
like my new jacket?
Yeah.
You like my onesie?
Thank you. Nobody did that. Like nobody actually wears it as clothes.
Yeah.
Like it's costume. It's wardrobe. Like
you look like you're
it's-
dressing up for Halloween.
Yeah.
Also, outfits from two different characters.
It's not
that you've combined into
clothes.
one.
It's not clothes.
You're wearing
man.
Eddie's shirt
No, they
and
all
Dustin's
wore
hat.
this. They all wore
They
this
all
in the
did.
cafeteria.
Yeah.
No, but that one scene.
Yeah, I'm that one scene.
Yeah. He's part of the club, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it. You
Isn't it- and
So you
apparently
saw
this is Dungeons and Dragons.
Hold on. So you watched episode 2 and you were like, I need that outfit, and then it shows up 6 weeks later.
Yeah.
You should get Will's haircut.
He's working on it.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
No, you look handsome today.
Oh,
how do you
thanks,
feel that shirt fits? You like the fit? Because I know you always
It's a
tug
very
at the
weird material.
You always tug at the bottom of shirts because
Oh,
you
this
think
is
your
a
belly
large.
shows and stuff like that.
That's a what?
I bought a large.
Yeah.
Finally?
Well, because I didn't know how I would look 6 weeks later.
What were the options?
Small, medium, and large.
What were the potentials, though? In 6 weeks, you can go from a small to a large?
Well, I just wanted to make sure. Like, I didn't want it to show up at, like, sometimes you buy a medium and it's a small. Like, it fits like a small.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if I buy a large, I won't have to figure out how to
We
return
went away for
it.
2 weeks on vacation. We came back. Maury's like a whole new person. Like, it's like, I swear to God, we came back, you got a beard. You're dressing like Stranger Things.
Is everything okay at home, man?
Has anything ever been okay at home?
It's the same.
The Hellfire Club.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
There's a new movie called Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank, which comes out on Thursday.
It's called what?
Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank.
Okay. Hit me. Tell me about it.
Animated. Michael Cera's in it. He plays Hank.
Michael Cera?
Yeah.
Love that
Or
guy.
Michael Cera, as he's
Oh.
corrected us many times in the past, right?
Right.
You don't say Michael Cera, it's Michael Cera.
Right. I forgot about that.
Samuel L. Jackson is also in it, and Ricky Gervais. I believe Ricky Gervais is the villain in this movie, and the plot reads this. Down on his luck, Hound finds himself in a town full of cats who need a hero to defend them from a ruthless villain's evil plot to wipe their village off the map. With the help from a reluctant trainer, the underdog must assume the role of fearsome samurai and team up with the felines to save the day. The only problem is they all hate dogs.
Right. Fair enough.
So, Dammit Maury talking to Michael Cera, the star of Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank, which opens on Thursday. And things start the way you would expect an interview between Dammit Maury and Michael Cera to go.
Michael Cera, I adore you. It is so good to talk to you again.
Sierra?
Come on, man.
Sierra.
Like, friend of the show.
Michaela Sierra.
We all now know how to say his name properly.
Miguel Sierra.
And 3 seconds in, you botch already.
All right, here we go.
Michael Cera, I adore you. It is so good to talk to you again.
Thanks, man. How you doing? Good to see you.
I'm good. Okay, so this was positively adorable. You must feel so fortunate to have been cast in this movie. Hope they paid you enough to buy a new Ferrari. It must be slightly easier doing animation as you can read off the script and you won't forget your lines. I wrote all that. It was super fun.
No, it's true. Everything you said. You don't forget your lines, and
Forget.
Forget. Okay, sure.
Forget.
That too. Yeah, that too.
Okay.
Did he not get one of those puns? He just thought that was your actual first question?
Yes.
Oh, for God's sake.
Okay, this movie really proves that dogs really do bring out the best in everyone and truly maybe are better than cats. Would you not agree?
I couldn't say that. I mean, first of all, it's not a competition. Life is not so binary that you have to choose one beloved household pet and stick with that. I mean, I think that's the takeaway of the movie after all. So I grew up with a dog and I loved my dog, but I also, I've also loved many cats in my life. Too many to name here. But a lot come to mind. And so they're both wonderful animals.
Okay, so what I got out of that is that dogs are better. It's okay.
How many cats? That's like too many to name.
Yeah. Like, are we talking more than 10?
I have 4 and have had many cats. I could name them all.
Mm-hmm. More than 10, you think?
Have I had more than 10 cats? Yeah, I think that Michael Cera probably. If you say too many to name, he's had more than 10 cats in his life.
More than 10. Absolutely more than 10.
Yeah.
Right?
Otherwise, you would have to be able to name them. Easily.
Even if you had 12.
You should still be able to
You should still
name.
be able to say.
Yeah.
So, okay then.
Even if you had 12 at once, you should be able to name them.
Okay, 15?
Okay. I don't know if I can remember 15 of anything.
We're talking to Michael Cera. By the way, the new movie is called Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank, which comes out on Thursday.
Did you test out any dog voice before deciding to just use your own voice for the movie?
No, I didn't. I mean, the director and the creators of the movie, they all, had a pretty good idea of what the vibe of the character had to be, and just to bring across the spirit of Hank. So there was never really a discussion of doing anything too kind of doggy or, husky or kind of with any kind of woofs incorporated into it or anything, even though I would have loved it.
Was this your kind of way, you're set up to be able to do a dog cartoon voice for Michael Cera?
Yes. No, I was hoping that would come up, but it did not.
I knew it. I knew it. And of course, you can't talk to him without bringing up Superbad, right? Because anytime they talk to any of the actors who were involved in the first Superbad, they always get questions about the second one. And I think Seth Rogen recently and who else? And Jonah Hill each said that they wouldn't do one only because the characters that they played at the time.
And Michael Cera said it too.
Yeah.
That too old and just like the scenario wouldn't be right. Or I guess the scenario has to be right and for it to make sense for the ages that their characters would be right now.
The only one who said that he would do it again was Jonah Hill, where he said that he would do it when they're 80.
Right.
Yeah. You know, look, I am a huge fan of yours, have been for years. I absolutely love everything that you do, which is why I know that if you did a Superbad 2, it would kill. I don't know why you don't want to do this, because the customer's always right, me being the customer.
Well, I mean, sure. Okay, then let's do it.
Really? That's it? That's all it took?
I mean, it's not something I have the power to manifest, but but hey, I would want to make you happy.
Well,
Let's
okay.
put it that way.
Because you had said, I guess, that you didn't think it would be the same, or that you didn't think.
Well, no, I'll tell you, it won't be. It wouldn't be the same. But I mean, my fear would be Superbad 2, we would make it, and it's just like, not as good as Superbad 1. And then everybody would call Superbad 1, which is also, weird. But what would happen then? I mean, everyone would go, it's too bad they made that second one where they're all much older, and it's like they're trying to be what they were back in the old one, but they're not.
But then do it, and you could say, see, we told you were right.
Okay. Told you we would tarnish the reputation.
Yeah, exactly.
There's that great Michael Cera meme. You ever see it where it goes, I feel like Michael Cera never intended to act, but ended up at the wrong place at the wrong time and was too awkward to let them know he wasn't an actor. So he just filmed stuff anyway, and now he's let it go too far and can't back out.
That's so good. Michael Cera, friend of the Roz and Mocha Show. His new movie is called Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank, and is out on Thursday.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Hi, Daryl. It's Roz and Mocha.
Hey, how are you?
Good, man. How are you?
Not too bad.
Why don't you tell everyone listening right now why you're reaching out to us?
We need to talk about my sister's bad vacation timing.
Oh, wow. Okay, you wrote us this. Roz and Mocha Fix My Life. My dad passed away May 21st. Oh, sorry about that, brother. My sister and I decided to have a celebration of life for him on his birthday, which is August 11th. We both agreed to the day. And then just before we booked the event, she remembers that she has a vacation booked and is leaving on that day. Am I wrong for thinking that she should drive to her vacation the next day?
Do you believe that she knew the vacation date before agreeing to the August 11th date?
I think she may have.
You think she forgot for real?
Yeah, I think she could have, yeah. She's a mother. She has 3 little kids, so I could understand that.
So where are they going? Like, how far?
Up in the Muskokas or something. It's about a 10-hour drive for them.
Oh.
And I feel that they could probably just pack up that day, go to the event, and then leave in the morning. And there's 2 other families traveling with them, so they could be at the cottage and have it all set up for when they come.
But so they have like already paid money at this place and rented it out and everything else, and they're going to be up there for a little while.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Not to like come to the defense of your sister, but is there a chance that knowing what the day is going to entail, maybe emotionally she doesn't want to go through that, and then figure she's got to now go on vacation with her family and with a bunch of other people after doing this thing for your pops?
I know she was wants her partner to be there and to join in on the moment, stuff like that. So maybe, I guess
it's a tough one. What was her relationship like with your dad? Like, was she one of the people that really felt the need to do this kind of celebration of life, or was she just sort of following along?
We both were on an agreement, and we both were pretty excited to put this event together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what did she tell you? So how'd the conversation go? So you guys decide on this day, and then she calls you up and says, what? Oh, my God, I can't make it because I got to go. And then you say, what? Hey, can you go the next day? Like, what was her reasoning behind having to leave that day?
Well, they had booked this vacation almost like September last year. So it's been something that they've had on schedule for a while. But, I mean, an event that happened only happens like once in a lifetime. It's not like
But did you ask her is what I'm saying? Did you say, hey, can you go just drive up the next day?
Yeah, I did.
And what'd she say?
She wasn't really having it. She wanted to do it, wants to have this celebration of life on another day.
Okay, so that's where we're at right now, okay?
Yeah.
Is that you don't understand why she can't postpone her vacation for a day, and she doesn't understand why, she's had this thing booked for a full year now, and even though, yes, it was a mistake and dates got crossed, why you can't just simply move that day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
So why can't you move the day?
I mean, we could, but I just feel then because we were having the day on his birthday, which would have been a 70-year celebration, it kind of just then we could just pick any single day of the year.
Right.
The meaning isn't there as much, I don't feel.
Well, I mean, it's that's not 100% true.
Yeah. You're still celebrating your father.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
You're still celebrating his life. I don't think that I understand the sentiment behind the particular day, but the celebration could still happen and still have just as much meaning to the people involved if it were to happen on any other day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that you need to just have a conversation with your sister and go, hey, listen, I want you to go up the next day because to me that's reasonable. You've had this book for a year and just want me to move it, to move the day because to you that's reasonable. But let me tell you why this one particular day just means so much to me and why I'm stuck on it. And then you throw that out there. And if your sister, understands and gets it, then she'll leave the next day. If not, you're going to move the day or you're going to do it without her, which I don't think you want to do.
No.
Right?
Because that might just cause a little bit more friction, right?
Like I think that you just need to say, I understand where you're coming from as well, right? And just say this, I want you to go up the next day because I feel this way. And then and just say, I know you want me to change it because you got this whole thing going on, which is awesome. But here's why that one day means so much to me and why it's so important. And then and then maybe she understands. And if not, then you change the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes
tough, man. You don't want to fight over a day like this. You should nobody should be more upset going into a day like this. Everybody who's there should want to be there.
Yeah.
And that's I think the most important is that, if you dig your heels in and keep it on that day and she misses a day with her family and those kids are all so excited and she's got to now tell them they got to go up a day later, all this stuff, right? You want people in that room, especially your sister, to this should be the only place that she wants to be on that day.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool?
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
All right, buddy. Sorry for your loss, man.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
Take care.
Yeah, have a good day.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
Episode 4 of Only Murders in the Building is out right now.
Does it drop on Tuesdays?
Mm-hmm.
Really, huh?
Such a good show. I love the writing on that show. Mm-hmm. I can't remember, because it's been so long since I've watched season 1, and we binged season 1.
Right.
After it had wrapped up. I can't remember if it was just as funny, because this season is like beyond hilarious.
Yeah, season one was very funny.
I watched the whole thing.
You watched all of season 1?
All season 2.
You watched all of season 2? How'd you get season 2?
Because I interviewed Cara Delevingne.
So you got all the episodes?
Yeah.
Sharing is caring.
No spoilers.
Why flex that?
Yeah, big time.
I take back what I said.
You know what I mean?
Anyway, I was reading that...
Now you can't take part in the conversation because I don't trust you.
I was reading that they've been renewed for season 3.
Yeah.
And that show that you and I just discovered, Loot, that we were talking about yesterday with Maya Rudolph on Apple TV Plus, that's been renewed for season 2.
Mm-hmm.
I watched all that too.
The whole thing?
Yeah, because I interviewed MJ Rodriguez for that.
Again, Maury, I don't want to hear from you right now. I don't trust you. When you shouldn't be allowed. I'm gonna send me whoever's sending you all these seasons of stuff because you can't be trusted at all with things. You really
in
can't.
the past you've slipped up and said a couple of things.
Roz, you spoil things all the time.
Yeah, but I spoil things that are awful. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind spoiling things if I don't like it, right?
Can I tell you why now I'm really upset?
Yeah.
Is that week after week when I have to sit there and wait for a new episode of both Loot and Only Murders in the Building.
Right.
Those two shows are now ruined for me, knowing that Dammit Maury had access.
Yeah.
You watched Stranger Things before all of us.
Before, had access and watched it before us, and only now telling us that he had access.
Oh.
But how did you get
gotcha.
Stranger Things? You could have done the same thing I did.
I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, don't get me, like, I get shows all the time.
See? You watch more than us, right?
I know I do. I know. There's shows like...
You know what?
Yeah.
I bet right now,
Yeah.
with the access that you have, I bet you have all those episodes and you don't even know that you have them.
I was just going to say that. I most likely do.
Mhm.
I found a thing, like I got an update sent to me in my email, which was some like portal. And I was like, what in the hell is this thing? And I went on. There was like all these shows that had been there forever that I hadn't even watched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably have all of season 1 of Loot and all of season 2 of Only Murders in the Building.
I might. I just don't know how to access them because listen, if I can't click one button on my remote, I'm not getting there, right? Like it's just not happening. Like I get emails from like the Prime Video all the time. And I'm always
same,
right,
yeah.
and I'm always like, "Oh, that looks cool." And then I realize I have a whole thing. Like, I have a whole other world. I have a whole other world that I can go to. But I'm like, I don't know how to get there.
Yeah,
right. I can't navigate
You
that.
don't click on the button that clearly reads click
No,
here?
it's a different portal.
Oh,
Maybe
right?
you need to ask your daughter for some help.
I know. She knows everything. Rox is like one of those kids that just
She
now
probably
knows.
watched all of season 1 of Loot and season 2
Bro,
of Only Murders in the Building.
she is like already on season 5 of Stranger Things. I'm sure. I'm sure.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Yes. What's going on, everybody? How are we all today?
I joined a beard club and the box arrived.
You get a
box of beards?
What does that mean? You joined a beard club and a box arrived.
Like
What's in the box? What's in the box?
So, like, I'm taking it seriously. So, in the box is a comb like Mocha has, because I really want to do, like, brush my
comb
beard.
is that?
Like,
What are you
like a
talking
beard comb like Mocha has.
You got a beard comb?
Yeah.
What does it look like?
A small comb.
Oh, like a little tiny comb?
Yeah.
Like a mini comb?
Yeah, I can't imagine what's so special about the one that you got, more.
Oh.
I think I bought mine for like a couple bucks at
Like,
Shoppers.
is it a comb or a brush?
Like a brush.
What do you have? Because now you're like really confusing.
It
us
looks
with
like
everything that you
it
have.
looks like this like big pad or something with a wooden back.
Oh, like
and
what you brush a pony with.
Yes, exactly.
So a beard brush, not a beard comb.
brush. It
Because I
comes-
have a beard brush and a beard comb.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't have. Oh, I only have the brush.
Okay.
It comes with beard growing pills that you take 2 a day.
Yeah. Okay, go on.
Okay. It comes with a stainless steel roller with mini needles that cut holes in your skin.
For what?
I guess to open your pores.
Yep.
And you're only supposed to do it like every other day, it says.
Yeah.
So you roll this up and down your face and it hurts.
Yeah.
Then there's a beard growing spray.
Hold on.
Okay.
So you need pills, a spray, slash your face,
And an aerator.
And then this specialty shampoo.
That does what? Helps it grow too?
Beard growing shampoo, it says on the
Beard growing
bottle.
shampoo. Okay. Beard
So you
growing
have
shampoo.
5 different things that you have to use on your face to activate growth?
Yeah, and then beard oil and cream. Yeah.
Wow. Your testosterone levels are going to be like through the roof.
Uh-huh.
Good thing you don't want to be an athlete.
So I've taken
You'd
4
never be able to
pills.
compete in the Olympics. Maury's on PEDs over here. You know what I mean?
Oh, Maury.
So yeah, I've taken my pills yesterday. I took my
What's
pills
in the
today.
pills? What's in the pills?
I have no idea.
You have no idea. Somebody sent you pills in a box in the mail.
Yes.
And said that these are miracle pills.
Yeah, that help grow your beard.
That help grow your beard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Maury, when you're online and there's a thing that says, "Hey guys, take this pill. It'll help it grow." Don't ever take those pills.
Okay, hold on. I need to know.
Don't ever take those. You know, I bet you they're pumping them full of estrogen. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
big time.
Yeah. Do your
What-
boobs feel bigger today?
Well, they always feel slightly
No.
bigger each
Do
day.
they feel bigger today?
No,
I
not-
bet you that's
no.
what they're doing. I bet you it's an entire troll job. Your beard's going to fall out. You're going to get huge boobs.
Yeah.
I'm slashing my face.
Yeah. It's not, you're going to cut yourself up, permanent scars.
I need to know how much you paid for this.
Yeah.
This box of stuff.
I bought the beginner box and it's $54.
54 US or Canadian?
US.
What is in the pills,
Wait,
man?
plus shipping? Plus shipping?
No, shipping was included.
Okay, so $54 US.
Yeah. What's in the pills?
I guess I could Google beard growing pills.
No. What's in the specific pills they sent you?
What's the name of this scam that you
The Beard
subscribed
Club.
Yeah.
Beard Club.
They're going to be so happy you brought this up today on the radio, by the way.
Okay, hold on here. Say goodbye to your beard issues and unlock a free item.
Yeah.
Take the quiz. Did you take the quiz?
No.
Oh, you didn't take the quiz.
So you just went straight to shop products?
I bet you question number one on that quiz is, do you wish you had larger breasts?
Yeah. Okay, so you bought...
Right here, the starter kit.
Oh, so $60 is what you said.
$60.
60
Yeah,
US.
You're such a liar. Everything you do, you just lie.
Beard multivitamin. That's it.
Okay.
Did you use the code to get a discount?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So $48.
Okay.
The code is big deal.
That's also that's what the pills help. That's what the pills do.
Okay, let me see here. The Beard Club, growth vitamins, growth oil.
Yeah.
God. Growth.
The Derma Roll.
Yeah.
The Derma Roller.
Maury, by the way, joined a beard club where they sent him a kit in the mail. And in the kit was pills that he didn't even read what the pills were to help his beard grow. And he took them.
4 of them.
4?
2 yesterday, 2 today.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so there's copper, horsetail extract.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Insotol.
Hang on, Pony Boy. Hold on one second. Okay. Why do you feel that you need a pill to help your beard grow? Your beard is growing in fine.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, they had a really nice logo.
No. But why do you feel that you need help with the beard? Your beard's not patchy. You got a full
I
beard.
feel like it'll make it. Well, it says that it makes it grow faster.
Faster.
But why do you want your beard to grow faster? For what?
What?
Just so that it could be nice and longer.
But it's going to be. Just let it grow.
I know, but if I take the pills, maybe it'll grow faster.
Stop going to that Italian place that trimmed it up wrong.
Oh, and I did my neck the way you said, and I don't know if I like it.
Yeah, well, you know,
Well, you have to let everything grow. Yeah, you have to let.
Guy.
You're like all mismatched now, bro.
Maury, can I just tell you something? Okay, like since the beginning of time, right? Men have figured out the easiest way to grow a beard is to just do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You are the one person who wants to grow a beard, and you are doing everything you can to prevent it from happening. Like you want a nice big thick beard, and you're going to get it trimmed every day. And you're buying a box of pills.
I did this myself, the trimming.
Yeah.
The pills, it says it'll grow faster. And then there's the needles.
The needles.
I don't know, man.
So, so in there is the horsetail extract, copper, insotol.
What's that?
Insotol, a.k.a. vitamin B8.
Okay.
L-citrane HCI.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Okay.
Found in cheese.
Yeah.
Fish and eggs.
Okay.
Methylosulfolate methylene.
AKA meth, yeah.
Yeah.
MSM.
Yeah.
Builds healthy tissue and increases collagen.
Yeah.
A, B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B7,
Those are all the
B12,
those are all the variants of COVID, bro.
And E. And para-anabolazolic acid.
Yeah. Yeah. And you just took those pills, huh?
4 of them.
Yep.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Do you think that when all those guests come for Drake's OVO show that they all stay at his house?
No.
Like sleepover?
Well, because he has that massive house.
Uh-huh.
And at least then you can all sort of, I guess, get on the same bus
Like
and
wake
head
up and
over
have
to
like
the venue.
breakfast together?
And then they all go
like
in
it's
the
summer camp?
Like, I was just thinking about that. Like, he has this huge house, and instead of spending money on hotel, they could all just stay at his mansion.
Spending money?
At the embassy, as he calls it.
Who's concerned with the price of a hotel, do you think, like on that stage?
And then you know when it's time for the
Drake,
show, you
Lil
know where
Wayne,
everyone
Nicki
is.
Minaj.
Yeah. Nicki Minaj
Lil Baby.
is like, yo, Toronto's expensive. Drake, can I like get a room?
Yeah.
No, like you think that that's what's happening?
I don't know if it's maybe that. Maybe it's like, how fun would it be if we all hung out together?
I assume that those rooms are filled with just like his dudes.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it's all his house, that big mansion that he built.
Yeah.
It's all people
all-
in his crew.
Yeah.
Like also like not just in his crew, but like on the payroll.
Yeah.
Like all those people in his entourage, he needs them to help run his business. So why not have them all housed
And I guess
there.
if he needs to go somewhere, because there's video of him walking the street and there was 10 people around him. Like, does he phone all those 10 people and say, I'm going to a restaurant, come with me?
They're just, it's a day's work for them. They
to walk with me.
They know what the job is. Somebody's got a schedule, and they send it out to the security and to everybody else, and everybody just shows up and does their job. Why do you think it's so complicated?
No. I just had this cool image.
God, where's Dan? Where's, you know what I mean? Like, no.
I just had this cool image of how fun it would be, like, at Drake's house on the night before OVO, and they're all in the kitchen, like, oh, who's making dinner?
Like, just hanging out?
Yeah.
Man, listen, maybe they
like
do.
they're all
Maybe
pointing at Lil Wayne and being like, yo, you got breakfast today, bro?
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, how fun does that sound?
No, not at all. Not at all. God, that's why I don't have people stay with us at any point. I hate having house guests, man. I hate it. I hate having house. The idea of having people that really aren't families stay at my house.
Would it drive you nuts? Let's say you had people staying over at the cottage, right?
Yeah.
And you already wake up early, right?
Yeah,
but let's
do.
just say your house guest wakes up a little bit earlier,
right,
and decides to make themselves a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Just seeing them standing in your kitchen, touching your stuff,
Can
opening the fridge to look for some milk.
Okay.
That would probably, I could see it's giving you anxiety right now.
No, you know what's giving me anxiety is the idea that there's somebody in my house.
Oh.
Yeah, even having a sleepover.
What about the other way around?
Gives me anxiety.
I stayed at a coworker's cottage once, and I slept in, and they had to come wake me up because they wanted to enjoy the day.
Oh, because they were like, hey, the boat's ready. Why are you still sleeping?
Yeah.
You're like Gaylord Fokker in Meet the Parents when everybody got up and we're all dressed and showered and ready for the day, and he came up from the basement with bedhead and jammies.
That's exactly what happened.
And he's like, why didn't anybody wake me? You're like, oh, you were having a good sleep.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
There's something I want to talk to you about here. Oh, let me run this for you, which is Nick Cannon talking about Mariah Carey.
Mm-hmm.
And you sort of always assumed, I guess, and maybe Maury, you would know more about this.
Yeah.
Has Mariah Carey talked the same way about Nick Cannon that Nick Cannon talks about Mariah Carey, in the sense that Nick Cannon will always say that she's like the number one and only love of his life, right?
Yeah, I don't know if Mariah would say it to the extent that Nick does, and you'll hear it in a second, but I know that Mariah has recently said that she will always love Nick, and they still hang out together, and she says that he's the perfect dad to those kids.
I mean, you'll hear what Nick says, because there's a difference between saying that you'll always love somebody and then what Nick Cannon says. So listen, this is Nick Cannon talking about Mariah.
Mariah Carey.
Of course.
Are you still on the block?
Here you go. Again, I truly respect the relationship that she's been in for quite some time. And, dude is amazing with my kids. And, we have family gatherings and things together. So I truly respect it. But that's my fantasy love. That's somebody I will always love.
I know that.
I guess because I'm a true romantic. I'm a true believer in love, and I allow the capsules of love to be where they lie. Mm-hmm. And I'm not a timeline dude. I believe time is man-made. We make it linear when I believe it's more reciprocal. So I appreciate, I will never have a love like I have with Mariah.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. And that's the thing, where the issue sometimes with spinning the block, and it's dope that you put it that way because it's reciprocal. Sometimes it's the fantasy of spinning the block. It'll never be what you think it'll be. It was literally like a fairy tale with Mariah. Right. So I'd rather just it be that way, and I appreciate that fantasy, because if I tried to go back and it wasn't the same, it's like, damn, I messed it up. But if I had the opportunity if it could be the way that it was, I'm there.
Nick Cannon.
Right? So there's a big difference between Mariah saying, I still have love for Nick Cannon, and what Nick Cannon says about Mariah.
What do you do if you're Brian Tanaka, her current boyfriend? And you hear this?
Nothing. What can you do?
Absolutely
You can do nothing, man.
Wow, he's
But
still
us
pining
lambs
for her.
loved the two of them together.
You did, huh?
Oh, the lambs wish they were together all the time. We
Really,
want them
huh?
back.
That's a tough thing to say, that if it could be guaranteed to be the same way, that same sort of magic way, that you'd go back.
But
that's
love's never the same way the second time around.
But that's what he was saying.
Yeah.
No, for no one, it never is.
What experience do you have in that?
No, I know that from the movies.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
Update.
Yo, Connor, what's going on, dude? Welcome back to the Roz and Mocha Show. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good, man. Last time we talked to you was February of 2021.
Yeah, man, it's been a while.
It's been a while. So, Connor, when we talked to you, you reached out to us for Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life because you were in sort of a situation where you were 20 years old. You had an opportunity to go play hockey and go to school in the States. You were living out in BC, but you also had the opportunity to move from BC to Ontario to do the same thing. And you were sort of torn. You always had this dream of going to the U.S. to play hockey and go to school, but the cost of living was so much cheaper if you stayed in Canada. And I believe that the conversation that we had was if the NHL wasn't your sort of ultimate goal, you should just be thinking of where can you get the best education. Is that how the conversation went?
That is correct. That is what you guys let me know.
And so when we got off the phone with you, what was your sort of thought process? Was it you were in BC and you had the opportunity to either go to the States or come to Ontario? So how did you work through this?
So after I talked with you guys, I talked to my parents, obviously, because, finances are the big thing. And, I sat down with them. I said, hey, if it's possible and we can make it work, like, I would like to go to the U.S. because, Roz, as you said, like, I'm young and I'm able to still do this. And Mocha said, do what you're gonna do to build the best experiences, right? So I ended up just jumping off the deep end and moved to Michigan.
You did,
Oh,
huh?
wow, nice. So that's where you are now.
Well, I'm back home for the summer.
okay.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I go back there mid-August.
And how's the school?
It's awesome, man. And like playing hockey and going to school has always been like a dream of mine at the same time. And so I've been able to build like new experiences, new friends, and part of it that I didn't even realize is the travel. So I went to this year Philadelphia, Chicago, New York, and next year we're going to West Virginia, St. Louis, Chicago again, like a bunch of different schools. So it's like the travel and building. I'm just seeing a part of the U.S. that I never thought I would be able to see, right? So it's just amazing.
Do you think you'd get this kind of travel experience if you ended up going to a school, your choice was somewhere in Canada or coming back to Ontario?
It would just be like through Canadian school, through like other Canadian schools. So different parts of Canada, but I wouldn't be able to cross over into the U.S. at all.
No. So that's awesome. Good for you, man. Yeah. And so if you had, because you're 20, if you had any advice to give to anybody else who is your same age and maybe in the same sort of situation where being familiar and being at home is so enticing because everything else is just terrifying. And if you could just say anything to anyone who maybe is in the same situation that you were in, how to sort of get over that fear and make the jump.
You know what? For people like my age, you're only going to, I know this is going to sound cliche, but you are only going to live once, right? Mm-hmm. So you got to build those memories and build things that are going to last in your experiences. And so it's something that you can tell like your friends, your parents, your family, your kids one day. It's those experiences, they mean like they're priceless, right? So I have these experiences that I've created with new friends, new people at the school, and I would not trade it back for anything. You know what I mean?
When you're like 19 to, I don't know, like 19 to 24, you're in your like high risk, huge failure years, which is you can risk everything between 19 and 24, and you could fail consistently between 19 and 24, and none of it will matter.
Yeah.
You don't get those opportunities.
You can still be okay after that.
You're going to be fine afterwards. You don't get those opportunities to risk and fail when you're sort of like 25 plus. That starts to go away slowly when life starts to change. Yeah. And so I'm with you on this. I think that, if you are the age you are and you got the opportunity to sort of chase the best school and maybe, check a couple of dreams off the list, maybe risk a little failure, you got to take it. You got to do it.
Connor, how'd the team do this season or the past season, I guess?
The team didn't do too well this year, but I did really well myself. I actually ended up winning Rookie of the Year.
Oh, you
nice.
did? Oh, congratulations.
Hey, that's
there
dope,
you go.
man. Congrats, Connor.
Yeah, man.
And what about school?
Mocha, I sent you a little thing in your DM on Instagram just to show you if you wanted to look at it.
Was you flexing with the big trophy?
No. It's just like the Instagram post. I just sent it to you. That's all. If you want to look at it, it's fine.
There you go. Connor standing there.
What's he got?
Photo collage of him with the team, and then
Oh, look at that, man.
right in
Good
the
for
middle
you.
with his Rookie of the Year trophy.
Yeah.
That's dope, man.
Yeah,
and
good
how'd
for
you
you, man.
how'd you do in school this year?
Pretty good. I maintained a pretty good GPA and got some extra money from the academic scholarships, which was nice, and it was awesome.
Nice. Rookie of the
I really
Year.
appreciate you guys' advice and everything. It was amazing. Thank you so much.
You party down there or what?
Of course, man. You know, you gotta live that U.S. college lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Yo, do you guys party like with every city that you go and visit after the games?
If the guys that are old enough for 21 will, because they're the rules there a little.
Yeah.
You got to bring that stuff back to your house.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, congratulations,
now.
Connor. It was awesome catching up with you, and we're glad that everything worked out, man.
Awesome. Thanks, guys, so much.
Right on,
Take care, bro.
You too. Bye.
Looking for some advice? Be a part of Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life. Text FML to 925-555.
Kiss 92.5.
You remember when we were talking about how Doja Cat was going in on Will from Stranger Things, right?
Yeah.
Because the story is that Doja Cat DM'd Noah Schnapp, who plays Will on Stranger Things, to get him to hook her up with the dude that played Eddie on Stranger Things.
Right.
And then he screen grabbed the DM and put it out there on social to be like, haha.
Noah did.
Noah did.
Yeah.
And then Doja Cat clapped back at Noah, being like, why would you do this?
Called him a snake.
Anyway, the fallout from that, and Noah Schnapp hasn't said anything.
No.
He has.
Oh, did he? He finally said something? What'd he say?
Something. He said that they've talked, everything's fine. Like we're all cool, everything's good.
Because after all that happened, he gained like 2 million followers.
Oh, people wanted to like,
and then
come
she
defend
lost thousands
really
of
huh?
followers. Yeah. And then people were like, first of all, there's people on like both sides of the fence, right? Like, why are you DMing, you a grown-ass woman DMing a 17-year-old child?
Right.
Right? And then other people were like, listen, he should have known that it was a private convo. Like, don't put it out there.
Right.
To the public.
Well, I know.
I think once you DM somebody, that it's like the same thing. If you email somebody, assume it's going to be forwarded.
Wow. See, I don't assume that. I don't assume... I mean, I do with you, Maury. That's why why I don't send you anything.
Yeah.
I assume you're going to forward things.
No, but
And you
seriously,
have to be careful. And with Maury, you have
assume.
to be careful with what you text because he screen grabs those and forwards them to somebody else.
And the only reason why I know that you're going to forward it, Maury, is because you forward me stuff that other people send you all the time.
Oh, yeah, only the nice stuff. Anyway, back to Noah.
And I never reply. Ever. I got no time
so
for that.
great. You're
I
so
have
loving.
no
And then does he
time for
screen
that.
grab it and then text it to you?
He just literally forwards me on. Like somebody will say something nice to him, and then Maury will just forward the entire thing to me, being like, I don't even know what the point is of that. Like, are you like, somebody said something nice about me? Like, I don't understand what it is. What's the motivation behind that?
How is this about me?
You brought it up.
I just said always assume that things are, I didn't say
but you said always assume because you're the one that forwards everything. You're Noah Schnapp in this group.
Yeah, big time.
No,
big
I'm
time.
not.
You're the snake.
I'm
You're
not
the snake.
Only if people say things nice, only
No,
so that
no,
you
no.
can be like, yeah, I agree.
No. Anyway,
I agree.
so she took a hit on social and he gained on social.
She lost 200,000 followers.
Oh, wow.
And he gained 2 million followers.
Really?
See, they need that app that I pay for where you could see who unfollowed you.
Oh, jeez, man, enough.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, Mocha.
Yes.
Are you ready?
I am. Let's do the news.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
News break.
Mickey Rourke did like a huge interview with Piers Morgan, and Mickey Rourke hasn't really done anything in a very long time. But the topic of Tom Cruise came up because Tom had, at his age and, 35 years later, whatever it was, has got $1 billion movie on his hand with the new Top Gun Maverick. So what is Mickey Rourke, who was in that same sort of era coming up in Hollywood as Tom Cruise? What does he think?
Mickey, when you see someone like Tom Cruise grossing $1 billion with Top Gun, a sequel,
that doesn't mean to me. The guy's been doing the same effing part for 35 years, I got no respect for that. I don't care about money and power. I care about when I watch Al Pacino work and Chris Walken and De Niro's early work, and that's the kind of actor I want to be, like Brando back in the day, and a lot of guys that just tried to stretch as actors.
you don't think Tom Cruise is a good actor?
I think he's irrelevant. in my world.
Wow.
Damn.
Mickey Rourke calling somebody irrelevant. You know what I mean? Right? And I don't get me wrong, I used to love Mickey Rourke. I watched a Mickey Rourke movie the other night. I used to love Mickey Rourke, but he's just lost his way. First of all, the worst decision Mickey Rourke ever made was deciding within the same time frame to start getting plastic surgery on his face around the same time he also started professional boxing, which those two things don't work well together, right? At all. And he just made some horrible mistakes. But yeah, so what if Tom Cruise played the same character for 35 years?
He made $1 billion.
Who cares? Let him live.
So is Denzel, if you think about it. That's one of the big criticisms of Denzel. He plays the exact same character in nearly everything.
Well, I would say Sam Jackson too, but that's not true. But Sam Jackson he plays the same guy in very different characters. Right? Sam Jackson is always the same guy. Nobody would ever call him irrelevant. And you brought up Chris Walken. Chris Walken's the same character in every movie he plays.
What about Jim Carrey?
Well, I mean, Jim Carrey's a bit of a character actor, though. He's got a pretty vast background. Jim Carrey's comedy stuff for sure, but he went and did all those weird dramas and
What
stuff.
about, especially lately, like in the past, I don't know, 5-10 years, Liam Neeson?
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Every single one of his movies,
Bro.
it's
But they're
basically
great.
a different version of Taken.
Yeah.
But they're great.
They're great.
And they kill
Yeah,
in the
but
box office.
what else do they want? He's not going to be a leading man. Nobody's going to fall in love with Liam Neeson in a
absolutely not.
movie,
No.
right? Like,
just give him a gun and...
Yeah.
However, Liam Neeson was really good in Love Actually.
Maury, always bringing up Love Actually at the wrong time.
Yeah, get over it.
We're talking about the guy.
At the wrong. Everything Liam Neeson has done, you bring up Love Actually.
Yeah.
Out of all the man's like giant body of work, you bring up Love Actually. Huh?
It's a great film.
Yeah, he manspreads like nobody I've ever seen before, huh?
Liam Neeson?
Yeah, when you sit in front of him. Yeah,
On purpose?
normally in an interview, like people try and because you're very close sometimes, and I'm tall, and if I sit in front of another like tall man, sometimes like when you cross your legs, like if we both cross our legs at the same time, like our feet will touch, like that's how close we sit. And Liam Neeson is a spreader. Like Liam Neeson sits. And if I try to spread my legs as far as Liam Neeson does when he sits down in a tight pair of cords, right? Like my hips start to hurt, like full spread, like wide spread.
Does he do it because he doesn't want to cross his legs and make it uncomfortable for both him and the host?
Don't know.
I thought he would do it so that there's room for your legs.
Yeah, maybe, because that's his thing. Because I'm a tall guy, so what I tend to do is I tuck my feet under things on an angle, right? So I don't take up things. So maybe that's his thing, is that's his way of giving you space.
What, you
Look at all the space I got here.
Yeah, I always do. Yeah. I'll always tuck I cross my feet, and then I tuck them under my chair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how and just because I don't
And
want
Liam
anybody
Neeson's
to
sitting there.
and Liam Neeson's sitting
Wide
there
open.
Wide, like
look at all this. So much room for activities.
Bro, and you know what he does? So much room for activities. And you know what he does? You know some guys when they talk, right, when they're thinking, some people put their hand on their mouth, some people put their head down. Liam Neeson's a thigh rubber when he thinks. Okay?
While they're spread?
While they're spread.
I don't want to know what you think about that.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
According to a new study, people often underestimate how much their old friends will appreciate receiving a call or a text or a small gift from them out of the blue. Researchers found that participants who called, texted, or emailed someone in their social circle just to say hello out of the blue, someone that they haven't talked to in a while, meant more to them than the actual person thought. So they took 5,900 people and they had these people send somebody they haven't talked to in a while a message to just be like, hey, how's it going? Just thinking about you. What's going on? Hope you're good. And the person who sent it, they said, how much do you think that this is going to mean to them on a scale of 1 to 10? And then they said, I don't know, maybe like a 6 hearing from me. Then they asked the person who received the message, what was it like to get a message just checking in, checking up on you, I'm thinking about you, from somebody that you haven't talked to in a long time? And those people were like, oh my God, that's like a 9.
Nice.
Right? So the people who send it undervalue the gesture, right? So
When was the last time you sent a note like that to someone?
why start with me?
Shem,
like why start with me? Like
never. The answer is
Right?
never. Eventually, we would have made our way over to you.
No,
to
we would
answer
be
the,
at a
question.
time.
No, we're not.
At a time. I got all these other stories.
Shem?
Oh, I'm going to say last Tuesday.
Yeah.
Last Tuesday,
Yeah.
huh? And,
Do you
who was
have
that?
more?
And how long had it been since you reached out to that
Oh,
person?
wow. You're talking like grade 9.
Oh, my God.
Well, okay, so
really?
sorry. So for me,
Wow.
grade 9 would have been 2001.
And did they appreciate it?
Oh, yeah, they loved it.
They
loved
did.
it. It was
huh?
really sweet. Yeah, really cool.
Yeah.
Really
Maury,
good.
have you ever done this? I know that you
I
just
did it
you
yesterday.
You DM strangers on Instagram all the time and get no response.
Yeah, no, but I did this yesterday to my friend Alana, who I haven't talked to forever.
How long's forever?
I'd say years.
Yeah.
And the reply I got was LOL.
What did you write her? What did
I
you
just
write
said,
her?
hey, you know, thinking of you haven't been like exactly what you said.
But did you
Thinking of
say, hey,
it's
it's
been a
Maury?
while.
Like maybe she changed her number and like that was her awkward way of being like, new phone, who dis type thing.
Maybe.
Did you say,
No. But I mean, then you would
Don't
say-
try and give him that out.
Did you
She
say
knows.
it was Maury?
I didn't think I had to,
No,
but
but
let
you
me do
said-
that now.
you
That's
said-
why
you-
this is Maury.
So what happened? You said, hey, I was just thinking about you?
Yeah, and she wrote back LOL.
Oh, my God.
Damn.
That's so cold. That is so cold.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Let's talk about Emmy nominations because so much went down yesterday.
Yas, queen.
Couple of the big headlines. Succession leads all Emmy nominations with 25 nominations. They also got, when you're talking about Succession, Succession has 14 nominations in acting categories.
Oh, gosh.
14 nominations in acting categories.
How does that even happen?
Ted Lasso did very well, 20 nominations. However, the one show that also tied Ted Lasso for nominations was a show that I was like, there's no way this thing is going to get any nominations, which was The White Lotus. Did you watch that show?
I did. It was fantastic.
You thought it was fantastic?
I
The
quite
show
liked that
hated that show.
Yeah.
You too, Shem? You didn't like it?
There was just no climax to that show. It was flat the whole way through.
Yeah, that was the one where the guy did a number 2 in somebody's luggage.
That was the best ending ever.
I did like that guy, though. The hotel manager in that show was awesome. He was great. Stranger Things nominated for Best Drama Series. However, no acting nominations for Stranger Things. A lot of people saying Sadie Sink, who plays Max on the show, got
Max.
robbed.
This Is Us was snubbed.
So I'll get to that in a sec. So no nominations for Yellowstone. I think it's because it's not, you know what I mean? It's very anti-woke, right? That show? You know what I mean?
big
It's
time.
like
Yeah,
white cowboys.
I
and-
would have thought, what's her name? The daughter would have got one.
Yeah, that's what I thought
Beth.
too.
Beth, yes.
This Is Us shut out for its final season.
It has one nomination though.
But way below the bar, though. Same thing with Blackish. No nomination for Selena Gomez for
Only Murders?
Only Murders. So both Steve Martin and Martin Short got nominated,
But not Selena
but
Gomez?
not Selena Gomez and Steve
how is
Martin.
that even possible?
Well, I think because she doesn't provide laughs on the show. I think because she's the straight man, where she's very deadpan, and I don't think that they feel that her performance was sort of like overwhelming, even though to be able to do anything in a room with Steve Martin and Martin Short is an incredible achievement
she
for any
pulls
actor.
The like all three of them together with her type of acting between the two comedy.
Agreed.
Right?
So Steve Martin said, we're thrilled at the nominations, not only for us, but the show. We're dismayed that Selena was not nominated because she's so crucial to our performance. And Mandy Moore, going back to what Maury was saying about This Is Us, Mandy Moore said, do I wish our show was recognized in what I think was its finest hour? Sure. But nothing can take away what our show meant to so many, including us. She goes on to say, that's an incredible legacy to be a part of. I will be grateful forever.
Squid Game doing so well as well.
Squid Game did very well, yeah. And then Pam and Tommy, both Sebastian Stan and Lily James got nominated for playing Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee, which was weird. So Reese Witherspoon gets nominated for the morning show. Jennifer Aniston did did not.
Oh, no.
For season 2. And Reese Witherspoon did very little in season 2. Like, it was a very Jen Aniston heavy season, right?
Yeah, yes, absolutely. You're right.
I didn't like season 2 that much.
Which was weird. No, I didn't like season 2 at all. But one of the sort of big stories was in the last couple of years in the TV categories for Emmys and the Golden Globes, a lot of big movie stars had moved over to television, right? And then they got nominated. This year, no Samuel L. Jackson for Last Days, no Kevin Costner for Yellowstone, no Jessica Chastain, no Jared Leto or Anne Hathaway for We Crashed, no Julia Roberts or Sean Penn for Gaslit, Tom Hiddleston for Loki didn't get nominated, Viola Davis didn't get nominated, Michelle Pfeiffer didn't get nominated, Josh Brolin for Outer Range didn't get nominated, and Renee Zellweger for The Thing About Pam didn't get nominated. So they were like, okay, all you big movie stars, back where you belong.
Yeah, on
Go
the big screen.
on the big screen. Yeah, so that was a lot, but it's a weird year
and also
this
no
year.
nominations for the show Made, which was absolutely amazing.
Well, no, the actress got nominated.
Oh, but none of the show itself did not.
The show itself didn't get nominated, but the lead in Made got nominated. I'm trying to remember her name. She's got a really unique last name.
Margaret Qualley.
Margaret Qualley, yeah, she was incredible. But yes, you're right, Maury. I think that when you start going through the list, you're like, how did that show?
That's Andy McDowell's daughter, right?
Yeah.
Who decides on which? Like, do they have like an Emmy committee of people that like?
Yeah.
Is it made up of like other actors and actresses, like people in the industry that we know, or are they just like a bunch of nerds?
I think it's a mix
Business
of
nerds.
everything. I think it's a mix of
Oh, okay.
everything. Yeah, I think.
Like, do
that,
they ever come out and say, "Here's why this person
No.
wasn't," or why these shows didn't get as many nominations?
No.
or anything like
The
that?
Golden Globes have to do that because the Golden Globes always have to justify what they do because they're so shady and corrupt, right? Where the Emmys aren't known for being shady and corrupt. So, no, they don't really have to justify.
But some of these shows that you mentioned, some of the people that star in these shows, like who've received snubs,
yes,
like it doesn't make sense.
No,
And
yeah, I mean,
I feel like an explanation should be given. Like, for Only Murders in the Building, right? Why is
Yeah.
Selena Gomez not? She's such an integral part of that cast. Why was she not nominated, but Steve Martin and Martin Short were? Why was This Is Us?
Yeah, but you can't ask
Pivotal
people. You
year.
can't ask people to justify why somebody wasn't nominated, though. Like you just you can't have you can't. That's like such
For
a
what, hurt feelings?
Yeah. Like what? So what? You're not nominated, right? Get over it. And then no Loki, no Book of Boba Fett, no Hawkeye, no Peacemaker, no Moon Knight, all those sort of like fantasy, Marvel-y type
I don't know. I gave up on
superhero
Moon
shows.
Knight episode 3.
Did you? I didn't even watch episode 1 of Moon Knight.
Oh, really?
No.
I watched
wasn't
episode
for
1.
me.
I fought to get through episode 2.
Yeah.
I fought to get through episode 3. And then I
Really?
was like, nah,
I
this
still
show's
haven't
not for
finished
me.
Obi-Wan yet.
Oh, really?
No, I haven't finished Obi-Wan yet.
Where did you end off at?
Like 3?
Oh. You know what?
Yeah.
Your life is better if you just don't.
Is it really?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I started to sort of get that feeling that my life would.
I watch all of it.
really,
because
how much worse is my life going to be if I watch Obi-Wan? Like, let's be honest here. We're talking about an Obi-Wan Kenobi show. My life is better if I don't finish it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da. So it's looking like Rogers is crediting customers 5 days service after the widespread outage on Friday.
There
I don't
you
know
go.
how much money does that work out to? Like, is there an average? Because I think different people have different packages, right?
Yeah,
Like,
so Matthew's getting $3.
oh, for 5 days?
No, per day.
Oh, per day.
Yeah.
$3 per day. Interesting. So, okay.
Wait a minute. How's Matthew?
Because his cell phone.
Oh, so that's just for his phone,
his cell phone.
right?
For his Fido
Gotcha.
phone.
Yeah, I gotcha. Well, there you go.
Yeah, I guess it
mean,
just depends on what your bundle is at home, right?
Yeah. So there you go, $5. Because originally I heard 2, but they're going to do it was 2, and then they upped it to 5. There you go.
Then they got to give that big explanation by the end of the month.
I know on how they're going to,
No,
they're gonna-
exactly what happened.
Yeah, they said
Right?
it was an update or something like that, right?
It was a system.
I know, but they got to you can't just
I know.
that was an update. Sorry,
I
like
know.
we're gonna move on. No, like CRTC was like,
yeah,
the governing body, by the way, was like, hey, no details.
Yeah.
Break it down.
Were you relieved, Maury, that it didn't come down to the fact that somebody like you, probably you, clicked an attachment you shouldn't have in an email you shouldn't have opened?
Well, the last time we had like a huge power thing, like I thought I started it because I hit play on a VHS tape, and all of a sudden everything went down. So I thought I did it then. This time,
the ego.
Yeah.
So, but did you think you had to have assumed that if this was human error, like where it was something like that, where somebody clicked something and let somebody into the company through the back door through some sort of attachment or link, you had to have thought that you open everything. Yeah. Yeah.
Like major FOMO.
Yep.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Apparently, Bradley Cooper is dating Huma Abedin. Huma Abedin we used to be Hillary Clinton's sort of right hand. She was dating, or she was married to, Anthony Weiner. Remember when he got caught posing as Carlos Danger on all those dating sites and flirting with, teens and all this stuff? So apparently they met at the Carlos Danger.
What a stupid name.
What a brilliant name.
It's so that was just that was the best part of that story. So, so Huma and Bradley Cooper apparently met at the Met Gala, and Anna Wintour actually was the one who introduced them. Because I guess Anna and Bradley are tight. One insider says that Bradley has been quietly dating Huma for a few months now, and they've been keeping it really quiet. They go on to say they are perfect for each other. They're both into power and politics and human affairs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what everybody said when you got together with Matthew, Humor.
I want to know what human affairs are.
Yeah. Charity work and stuff like that. And,
okay.
Yeah, they're not into gossip on who's sleeping with who. She already went through that with Carlos Danger.
He's trying to sleep with everybody.
Most brilliant name ever.
God, could you imagine your partner gets caught flirting with people inappropriately online, and the name they used was Carlos Danger?
Don't look at me.
My God, that poor
what's your
woman.
Name? What's your name, or what was your name on Craigslist?
Oh, Mark Bentley.
Mark Bentley.
Oh my God! You use the fake agent name that you have?
I have a horrible memory. I can only remember so many names.
But what if that ever got out and something bad happened, right? And then it got tied back to you. It would have got tied back to you because you've publicly said on this show.
Starting now, we'll use a different.
There we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
According to a new poll, 2/3 of people asked that they feel that it should be fine to eat dip straight out of the bowl with a spoon.
Ew! No thanks.
Like hummus.
Wait,
Oh, yeah.
From
Yeah,
the
of
spoon
course.
onto the chip or from the spoon into the mouth?
From the spoon into the mouth.
No.
Why would you want to do that?
I don't know. People
What's wrong with that?
I don't know.
Do you do that, Diva?
Just like eating dips.
No, but I don't do that. But I don't see why it's a problem. It's still tasty, right?
But what if you're at a function and there's hummus in the middle, right? And everybody's got pita and carrots and people are dipping and they're appropriately, nobody's double dipping or anything like this. And then while you guys are dipping carrots into the hummus, somebody walks up with a spoon, jams the spoon into the hummus, pulls out a mouthful and just sticks it right in their mouth.
No, that's weird.
Yeah, I think
that's super
power
weird.
to ya.
Power to
No
ya.
way,
You
Deepa.
could spoon it onto your plate and then eat it at the table.
That's fine. But they're talking like tzatziki, spoon
No,
to mouth.
No.
I'm fine with that.
Dip.
Yeah?
What?
Just don't. No. I'm just saying, just don't double dip. Don't come back with that same spoon and then put it in the dip. Then you got to
that's
get
why
your
you spoon
hand.
it onto your plate.
No, guys. It's dip, man.
He's dipping a spoon.
No,
You're dipping a carrot. They're dipping a spoon.
No, it's to accompany
exactly.
something else. It's not as the meal or as the
This
thing.
is chickpea and garlic. What's wrong with that?
Right. So salsa, for instance, right? If you guys were all dipping, chips into salsa, and then somebody walked up with a spoon and was like,
No.
"Oh my God, I love salsa," and they took a spoonful.
That's not the purpose of that thing.
No,
I've done that because I didn't think
Yeah,
just
me
now.
too. I've eaten salsa.
Because would you consider salsa dip?
Yeah,
Yes.
it is a dip. Of course it is.
Because isn't it the same stuff that's on bruschetta?
Excuse me.
On what?
On
Sorry,
what?
say that again.
Bruschetta.
Yeah, it is. It's very similar to what's on bruschetta. So, Deepa, but you do this at home. That's fine at home. You eat what you want at home. But let's say a social setting, okay? You're going to walk up and dip a spoon into tzatziki and just slather it across your tongue in front of people?
Yeah, I'll take somebody else's spoon, dip it in the tzatziki, and then eat it myself. So, hey.
Wow. No.
Here's
Anyway,
the text we just got. It's dip, not soup.
Right. Thank you. Thank you.
So chill, everybody.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I put a Pete Davidson clip in there for you that I want to play right now. This was Pete Davidson talking to Kevin Hart on the Heart to Heart Season 2, which will be on Peacock. And this is Pete Davidson talking about wanting to become a dad. Listen to this.
My favorite thing ever, which I've yet to achieve, is I want to have a kid. Wow. It's like my dream.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like super corny, but like I don't.
Talk about super corny. It's the best goddamn thing you can do in life.
It's just like it would be so fun to dress up as a little dude, like, or like you saw. It's just like I'm so excited for like that chapter. So like that's kind of what I'm just preparing for now, is trying to be like as good as a dude and develop and get better. So when that happens, it's just easier.
Wow. Pete Davidson.
Right? Now, I don't think that you do an interview with Kevin Hart talking about wanting to be a dad if you already haven't had a conversation with Kim Kardashian about kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Like, I don't think you go, I don't think you drop that bomb on your girlfriend who's Kim Kardashian while talking to Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Right?
Especially when you consider how controlled Kris Jenner has that family and their image and everything. Yeah, I'd agree.
And he's been spending a lot of time with her kids as well, right?
Yeah.
Like, around them all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Jeez,
like,
I don't know.
catching the
man.
feels?
Yeah,
See what
yeah.
happens.
But it's a really emotional interview. If you get a chance, that whole clip, I don't know how long it was, but it's good. He talks a lot about his dad because Pete Davidson lost his dad in 9/11, right? When he was young, and his sister was, I think he said 2 when they lost their dad. So he talks about sort of growing up, what that was like, and then he and Kevin start talking about fatherhood, and it's really good. It's it's really good.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Daniel Kaluuya, it is confirmed that he will not be in Black Panther 2.
Oh, really?
Reprising his role as W'Kabi. Because of the pandemic, I guess what happened was there was all sorts, everybody's schedules got thrown into whack. But like, sets could open and then everything got shut down and then there was delays. And so he had to go and shoot Nope.
The Jordan Peele movie.
And if he was going to do Nope, there was no way that he could do Black Panther 2.
Oh, he was like, nope.
Exactly. So it was scheduling is what the story is. So yeah.
I'm interested in that Nope movie.
Yeah, I don't know really anything about it though.
Aliens, man.
Is that what that is? It's aliens?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
I mean, if you look at the latest trailer that they released.
Yeah.
It's aliens.
Yeah. I mean, Jordan Peele is like, he's 1 for 2 right now in my books.
Yeah.
Right? Get Out was just incredible. Get Out was like one of my favorite movies of that year.
When he did the Twilight Zone series, that was amazing.
I didn't watch any of those.
I saw one episode.
Really
Yeah, he's like, I really like him.
Did he direct those ones?
Yeah.
As well?
Yeah.
I know he
wrote and
hosted.
directed them.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was not a fan of
Us.
Yeah. So he's
That's
one
the
for
one
2
with
for
the
me.
when they take off the face or something. I didn't like that one.
Yeah.
They had twins,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Everybody in the world had a twin.
Yeah.
It was like an evil twin.
Yeah, but it just wasn't.
Spoiler
It wasn't a great. That's okay. I don't mind spoiling things I don't like. I told you that. You're right. Everybody has a twin. Anyway, so no Daniel Kaluuya, which is real sad because his character in Black Panther was awesome. So whether they're gonna have somebody else play him or the character is just gonna sort of morph into a whole brand new character, who knows?
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
What do you think? Have you heard the new Sean Paul, Gwen Stefani, and
Oh my God.
Is it Shansia? Is that who's the?
Oh, Shensia.
Shensia, that's who it is. Yeah,
Like My Fire. Yeah, it's like my favorite song on his album.
Is it? Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. So the video came out, and Gwen Stefani, people are calling her like a culture vulture again because she's got like twisty hair, and
If you don't know the song,
it's good. They were on Kimmel last night. Called Light My Fire.
But why are people hating on Gwen Stefani?
I don't, because of her hair, I guess. Yeah.
This song is incredible.
I love this song. You like this song, Shem?
Puts you in vacation vibes.
Right.
I love
big
it.
time.
Yeah, and this is also not the first time Gwen Stefani's had
No.
that thrown to her when she had the
Harajuku Girls.
Harajuku Girls, yeah.
Yeah.
I like when say the girl's name again for me. Shensia.
Shensia.
When she comes in, her verse is the best. But yeah, I dig this song, man. I like Sean Paul. Like I just
can't
love
hate on Sean
everything Sean Paul does. I was trying to think if there was a track, like a Sean Paul track that I don't love.
No.
Everyone is fire.
Right?
He's
Every
got that
every
great
single
voice.
one.
Yeah, he just puts you in a great party vibe. When I hear Sean Paul, I immediately want to either dance or I would like to drink, and I don't even drink.
Can you hit play on that again for me? Just play some more.
Yeah.
Set your body ablaze, your body ablaze.
Me and you, baby, set your body ablaze. Set your body ablaze. Your body ablaze. Me and you.
I don't know what it is about Sean Paul, man. I don't know what it is.
He makes good music and he's just a really nice guy.
I see. He could be a complete knob, and I would still love him. Seriously, I don't know what it is. Yeah. Oh, he could be whatever. I'm
like
not
the worst human in the world.
Well, not the worst human in the world. I mean,
just despicable, maybe.
Yeah. There's still people upset they can't dance to R. Kelly in public.
Right.
But no, I just there's something about the way that he puts a song together, the way that he sings, like the cadence, the accent, everything just works for me.
Yeah. It's
right?
pleasant.
It's pleasant. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You're right. It's
Right?
just, it's pleasant. Yeah. Yeah, man. I
that's a
dig
good song.
it.
That's a good song.
I dig it. Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Love is Blind lawsuit happening.
What?
So one of the contestants, Jeremy Hartwell on Love is Blind, has filed a lawsuit against Netflix claiming mistreatment. Hartwell claims, that the defendants, and he's opening this up as a class action, so anybody who's signed a contract with Netflix or the production company behind Love is Blind, saying that they maintained excessive control over virtually every aspect of the lives of their show's cast, including exerting complete domination over their time, schedule, and their ability to eat, drink, and sleep, and communicate with the outside world during the period of employment. But isn't that the point of that show?
Yeah,
that's
you're
showing all of
secluded.
them.
Every single reality show, when you're like in a house with other people or in a space with other people, you are secluded from the world and you don't have any tech with you.
Right.
You can't bring a laptop. You can't have your phone. You can't make phone calls.
Like, what if he went on Survivor where you have to kill your food? Right?
Yeah.
So he also claims that defendants, quote, meaning the network and the production company, created and maintained unsafe and inhumane working conditions for the cast on the show. He claims that the show allegedly failed to provide legally mandated off-duty meal periods and rest periods, adding that he and others in the cast were allegedly only allowed to rest at their hotel living quarters for a few hours in between late nights on set and early morning call times. Additionally, he claims that he and the others were, quote, forced to give up all forms of identification, wallets, phones, cash, and credit cards and debit cards, which allegedly eliminated their ability to leave the hotel living quarters or production set.
Have you never watched like any of these reality shows before, bro? You're not allowed to do that stuff anyway.
But even before you go on the reality show like Big Brother and stuff like that, they take the TVs out of the hotel room and everything.
They tell you all of that.
What were you going to say, Deepa?
Beforehand.
No, I was going to say, this doesn't sound like anything different. Like, The Bachelor is the same thing. Like, you have no connection with the outside world. So I don't know why this is so surprising.
But yeah, but Maura, you brought up Big Brother, where like you're locked in like they lock you in.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
so
sure they
also
give you food
during
and
that
everything
moment,
else.
why did he wait till now? Why didn't he say something like he at the moment?
Well, I'm sure that they did. Well, I'm sure it didn't go well for him, and maybe he looked bad. I don't even remember this guy on the show, and now he's just trying to make a buck, right?
He just wants headlines for himself.
So he says, at times, defendants left members, so meaning the network, left members of the cast alone for hours at a time with no access to a phone, food, or any type of contact with the outside world until they were required to return to working on the production.
Come on, man.
That's the show.
I know. Like, read the contract, bro.
You're not getting anything from this. There's
Watch
no
any
way.
reality show that's similar.
It's so wild to me.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Where are we here? Oh, so much has been made, especially after the pandemic, about going down to a 4-day work week. And who just did that?
Me.
Maury. Jesus. Of course. Why did I even ask? That really isn't. I know it's this sort of dream for people. Oh, my God, the 3-day weekend. But with a 4-day work week, first of all, most places need to be 5 days because, like, you can't shut down banking and everything else for 4 days.
The world still needs to operate.
The world needs to operate. And then you're like, well, some companies, maybe their off day is Monday, or maybe it floats between employees or whatever it is. But the idea of the 4-day work week isn't a viable option for a lot of places. So the suggestion is, especially after the pandemic, what about just shortening the work day to as much as down to something like 6 hours a day. They said that it could prove a practical solution for more types of businesses and go a long way towards actually improving the lives of coworkers as well. They
Do you
say
still
that-
get a lunch break?
Maybe. I don't know. There are businesses.
shorter?
Yeah. Because businesses have to make themselves available for 5 days. So they say this: there's a powerful argument to be made for the shorter workday linked to increased worker well-being and potentially heightened productivity. It may be that contrary to all the norms that we already have in this sort of workforce, employees could be working more efficiently and with better focus if they had less time to do the work. They also say when you have less time, you start to focus on things that really matter. That might mean managers assigning less busy work, and it might mean fewer frivolous meetings. Who's clapping? Maury. I love our meetings. I love all our meetings.
So do I.
Yeah,
I look
I
forward
love
to them. Every single time I see one
I'm like,
pop
oh
up in the calendar.
Ugh, I'm like, thank God, a
what?
meeting.
For only that duration?
Yeah.
Should be longer.
Yeah, should be longer.
I don't like meetings.
Norway and Denmark have fewer than 40-hour work weeks, and respectively, they are the second and seventh most productive countries in the world. So that's the
seventh. Pff, you slipping, dog.
Seventh. There's a lot of countries in the world, man. Seventh ain't bad.
Listen, if you ain't first, you're last.
Oh Jesus!
Oh my God.
Who's first?
I don't know. I'm guessing that the countries at the top of the list are people who still enslave their citizens. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure China's very high on the productivity list, but who wants to work there? Nobody wants to work there. So I'll take seventh with a 6-hour workday.
Yes.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Ryan Gosling doing a ton of press for The Gray Man on Netflix, but because he's doing a ton of press for The Gray Man also means that everybody's finally getting to ask him about, because Ryan Gosling never does press for anything. Like, you never see him anywhere. So everybody gets to ask him now about playing Ken in the Barbie movie, and
especially since that picture came out 2 weeks ago.
The one in the neon.
Yeah.
My God. The
So
article.
hot, right, guys?
I know. Before we get to Ryan on Ken, in his interview with Variety, he was goofing and said that his mission for the project and for Ken was a matter of on-screen representation. He said, "I felt like I was seeing myself. I felt seen. I think a lot of Kens will feel seen when they see this movie. Got to do it for the Kens. Nobody plays with the Kens."
Is he being serious or is this a joke?
It's a Barbie movie, for God's sakes.
Big up to all the Kens out there.
Big up to all the Kens. So this is Ryan Gosling talking about playing Ken.
You now are playing Ken.
Yeah, well, I have that Kenergy
Sure do.
that you could feel, obviously, when you commented on it. And, it's I still feel like the Kenergy is alive. And
Can you explain the Kenergy for me?
I can't, but you know what I mean? No?
Well, your lovely wife
You
said
know
you're-
a Ken in your life, and then you know that Ken has Kenergy.
Has Kenergy. Well, it's the Kenaissance per
It's the
Miss Eva
Kenaissance,
Mendes.
yeah.
Did you love that she coined that term for you?
I loved it. I thought it was, I loved it. I love that she's got love for Ken. That means a lot to me.
This guy.
I know. Just breaking hearts everywhere. That's why they don't release him into the wild that often.
Yeah,
right?
because you just know it's going to happen.
People just can't handle themselves around Ryan Gosling.
I talked to him at TIFF once and lost myself in his eyes.
Yeah, you lose. Yeah, that's why they keep him locked away until he's got time to do a movie.
It's caused like mass breakups.
Yeah, you can't. Hollywood realized that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be out, man.
No.
No, it's bad
Absolutely
for
not.
business.
Yeah, not even. Yeah,
not for
everybody
you, Deepa?
loses.
Wait, can I share something?
Yeah,
my
please.
uncle was actually Ryan Gosling's pediatrician growing up. Because
Was
my
he?
uncle lived
Okay.
in Cornwall.
Okay. Yeah.
And because he grew up in Cornwall, so one day I was like, oh yeah, I was at a family party. I was like, yeah, I really like Ryan Gosling. And he's like, well, Deepa, I was his pediatrician. And I was like, what? Can I have his records, please? Can I know everything? that's wrong with him?
Records?
What is
Yeah.
records?
Just
From when he
because,
was a
like,
child?
I mean, when
Yeah.
you put it that way, it sounds weird, but I just meant like, is there any health things I should know about him? If
You
I
should,
see
you
him?
should, you should get a hold of that. I bet you not one time did that kid ever have diaper rash.
No, never. Everything was
Never.
perfect.
Everything was perfect. It's always been perfect.
Like the needles that they give you when you're a baby, like when you're 2 and 3 years old and
Yeah,
stuff.
done.
Like took it like a champ and
Yeah.
immune for
Yeah,
life.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
My uncle had nothing but good things to say about him. So I was like, Ryan.
How long was his pediatrician though? Like he's not going to diss a child.
Yeah, it's a baby. Like what is he going to say? Like as a baby, he was a bit of a diva.
I mean, you could,
Like-
if you really wanted to. Why not?
Fun fact: he's had abs since he was 8.
Yeah, months.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Kevin Hart on the red carpet for his new movie, the DC League of Super Pets.
I can't wait to see this.
In Los Angeles. Had a moment to talk about Will Smith because also, where's Will Smith been and how's he doing?
You're on your reality check tour. You brought up Will Smith's slap in your stand-up act. Have you talked to Will about the incident?
Yeah, I mean, look, Will is apologetic. He's in a better space, of course, than what he was after. People are human, and as humans, sometimes we make mistakes. So it's not about talking about the past. It's about acknowledging the present and doing your best to move forward. So I can only hope that the two of them find a way to find some solace in that and move past it. I just like good energy, and I love to see people be the best. I still love him. I still love Chris, and you can't judge a person by one thing. Ultimately, life goes on and people grow. So give him an opportunity to do so.
He's just waiting it out, huh, Will Smith?
I think I know what he's doing.
What is he doing?
Because just having listened to his book,
Yeah.
and he was telling a story about these retreats that he would go on, and he's been on like 14 or 15 of them.
Right.
And a lot of times he said he's been on these specific retreats after going through something horrible in his life, or where he felt like his life was kind of spiraling, or he needed to find himself.
Yeah.
And he would go and he would see this person that gave, I can't remember the name of the tea, but it's like a special tea that you drink.
Like ayahuasca?
That's what it is.
Yeah, he's tripping out right now?
Yes, that's what I think he's doing.
That stuff ain't for me, man.
He takes ayahuasca and like you pass out and then you just start having
you go on these trips.
These visions.
Yeah.
Right? And then he says that when he wakes and he comes back.
Yeah. You also throw up a lot from ayahuasca.
Yeah. He says when he
They
comes
give
back,
you,
he's
they
like
give you a glass
he gets
with
like
the tea in a bucket.
like clarity. He gets clarity. Is ayahuasca the thing that you remember in that one season of
that's what it
Yellowstone when Jamie, when he went to
Yeah,
in the
I think
last
it was
season?
something like that.
Right?
Yeah.
And he went to the top of the mountain.
And they put he lived under a tree for a month.
I don't know if it was a month, but it was like a few days. Is that what he had?
I think
Ayahuasca,
so.
maybe?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
So I have a feeling that Will Smith is on one
He's
of
just
those
high as hell right now, and that's why
ayahuasca
he
journeys.
hasn't been seen?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's what I think is happening.
Jeez, man, that stuff terrifies me. I could never do that. I could never go to, like, if somebody said, hey, you know what, I got this great idea. Let's go to a retreat, right? And it's super relaxing. We're going to wear pajamas the whole time. Monday is going to be incredible. You're going to meet all sorts of great people. On Tuesday, they're going to give you tea, which is going to make you hallucinate and vomit. Fun, right?
Yeah. You also get your own bucket.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. And don't worry, they'll put a chain around your neck to hold your bucket too, so you don't even have to carry it.
Yeah, hands free.
Right? Yeah, yeah. It's like
just like your phone.
It's not for me. That's not for me. I don't care how bad. I've never screwed up enough. I've never screwed up to the point of where I'm like, you know what I need to do right now? Get high and vomit.
Yeah.
Right? Like I've never screwed up that bad. Right? With strangers.
I know.
Right? Like it's so wild to me. But people love that stuff, though. And hey, if you love it, you love it.
And
But it's just
people
not
have said
for me.
it's worked for them. And Will Smith has, in his book at least, has said that the 14 or 15 times that he's done it, it's worked and he's enjoyed. So I just feel like his disappearance has something to do with
I'm
that.
sure it does. I'm sure it does.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.